Hog.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been online. I hope he's okay. I know he's super busy. So, okay. It is unfortunate, but we will press on. That does mean, unfortunately, one person will not get a gift tonight. So I'm very sorry to that person. But you'll get your gift eventually. Don't worry. In the DMs, he has been thinking about it, so it's not just like, he has been thinking about you. You are loved and cared for. Okay, so that being said, let's really quickly run through level ups, and then I have a few bookkeeping stuff, and once that is all done with, we'll go straight into the actions. So, Isarya, why don't you start us off and tell us how you have leveled up?
I forgot. Okay. Oh yeah, I have Banishment, and I also acquired Teleportation Circle.
Banishment is scary.
It's lovely.
We zoom in, boys.
Yeah, you got your fast travel now. Okay. Next up then is Flinty.
I got... This was a while ago. Oh yeah, I got Synaptic Static, which is that ability. So it's kind of like Fireball, except it's psychic damage and
Muddled Thought. Whoa!
yeah.
AoE debuff.
Yeah, and a debuff.
Dang!
Is that the only thing I got? This was a while ago. I think that might be it.
I don't think 9 is a breakpoint for most people, so... Okay. Wheelie.
I'm level 10 now instead of level 9, so the only thing I got was +2 to my dexterity score.
Cool. Ganondorf.
I leveled up to Warlock level 2. I dropped Mage Hand and I grabbed Eldritch Blast. And I also got 2 Eldritch Invocations. First one was Agonizing Blast, which is whenever I use Eldritch Blast, it adds my Charisma modifier, which is currently a solid 0. Hit, so that's really useful.
It will be useful.
It will be, eventually, yes. And then I also grabbed Devil's Sight, which allows me to see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 120 feet.
Nice.
And that was it for leveling up.
Okay. Right. Okay. Odin.
I leveled up. I got more health. I take more punches.
Yes. Although, in recent memory, you seem to lose health rather quickly, but it'll be helpful.
That's true. Ironically, I think I have the most AC in the party, too.
You definitely do. It's just that when things do hit you, they tend to hit pretty hard.
Yeah, for sure. Something about picking on bigger people or something, I don't know.
Okay. Galadriel.
So I leveled up my Druid to a level 2. I had to pick 4 spells, so I picked Fairy Fire, Ice Knife, Charm Person, and Healing Ward.
More Charm Person, okay.
Yeah, there wasn't really much to choose from.
No, I have nothing against it. It's a lot of manipulating.
I know, right. And I also acquired Wild Shape, so I can turn into some beast.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I have chose as my class for the Druid is a Circle of the Land, which allows me to get a spirit totem, and as a bonus action, I can magically summon a spirit, and I can be a bear spirit, a hawk spirit, or a unicorn spirit, and they all three do different things. Do you want me to run through them, or?
I mean, it's up to, like, I think just briefly, I looked over them, I think they're really cool. But you can explain to your party in general what each does.
Okay, so the bear spirit, it says it grants me and my allies its might and endurance. So each creature of my choice in the aura when the spirit gains temporary hit points equal to 5 plus my druid level, and my allies and myself gain advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. The hawk spirit, it aids us with its keen sight. So when a creature makes an attack roll against a target in the area, you can use your reaction to grant advantage to that attack roll. In addition, you and your allies have advantage on perception checks, aka wisdom checks, while we're in the aura. And then the unicorn spirit lends its protection to those nearby, so you and your allies gain advantage on all the ability checks made to detect a creature in the aura. In addition, if you cast a spell using a spell slot that restores hit points to any creature inside or outside the aura, each creature of your choice in the aura also regains hit points equal to your druid level. So it's 2 for right now.
Yeah. It's a lot of... The Hawk Spirit is definitely... Like, considering your druid level is relatively low right now, the Hawk Spirit is probably the strongest out of the 3 because just giving somebody advantage. Plus, it gives you something to do with your reaction, which I think for a lot of turns you don't use that.
Yeah.
So that's really, really good, just giving somebody advantage on the attack.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's it for you, right?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Well, skipping danger, obviously. Ryan, tell us about what you got, other than your health. Because
Yeah, I got 1 health. Again.
You got two, because you got +1 from the Constitution, but...
Yeah.
I have more health than
A little better.
Wait. Oh shit.
Yeah, 53, so it happens.
Listen, you're wild-shaped most of the time, so it's fine.
True, I guess. So I leveled up to level 9 Druid, which means I can transform into stronger beasts, CR3, I believe. And then I learned a couple of spells. I learned Commune with Nature, which I basically gain knowledge of the surrounding territory. It doesn't function in like certain environments like towns or dungeons or anything. I can like get a lot of info from about a lot of different things.
It's very choice considering what you're about to do, actually.
I learned Conjure Elemental.
No, more tokens, please! Give me a break! Each turn's gonna take 3 hours!
And then I learned Wrath of Nature. So, I call out the spirits of nature to help me in battle. And you'll see what happens, I guess.
You're gonna get an army, boys.
Yeah, like, actually. Okay.
Well, at least it's a good thing we implemented the 2-minute per turn rule.
That's true. I will probably 2 minutes just to get you guys eased in, but I think over time, as things start to flow better, I might cut it down to 90 seconds. It just depends how the flow feels, but hopefully that will help. And I'll also make sure that my turns are fast. Okay, great. That's all of that. We'll get to shopping lists later, because I know you guys want to buy a lot of stuff. Bookkeeping things, we had a couple of birthdays. We had Koi's birthday, and we had Eternal's birthday. Yeah. So, very happy birthday to both of you. As you know, your D&D present is a free Nat 20, which you can use at your leisure. And I think that's it. everything I wrote down at least. I can't help but feel like I'm missing something, but I think that's it. Okay, without further ado, if nobody has any questions, I'll go ahead and get started with the replay, and we'll dive right in.
My cats are snuggling together?
That's adorable.
God.
You know, you have to procure an image now of that.
Okay.
It's illegal to mention your pet's doing something and then not showing the people in the party. It's just very disrespectful, actually.
Hey guys, my dog's licking its ass.
Aw, so cute. Send me a picture.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to eat here.
This is a very grainy photo because it's dark.
Anyways, I'll go ahead and play this. So sit back, relax, enjoy. Hopefully this jogs your memories about what happened 2 weeks ago.
Okay, baby, sit on the floor. Is it playing for anyone?
Is it playing?
Yeah, I can't hear anything.
I can't hear anything.
Wait, I can hear it.
What?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Oh, is your roll
I stopped
20 working?
it. I stopped it because
Yeah, you
I
stopped
was...
it.
My Roll20 gave an error. It's like, you're not connected, so...
Well,
Okay, I'm gonna redo mine. This is the second time I've redone Roll20 already tonight.
I actually redone roll 20 like a couple minutes before.
By redone, do you mean refresh or redo your level up? Because your level up is
I've
still...
shut it off.
here.
I completely shut it down and rebooted it.
That's really weird, because I deleted a whole bunch of things.
Oh, it's freaking out. It's giving me like 5 loading circles.
One of these days, I'll have to look into which APIs are, like, useful, and maybe just start deleting some of them, too, because this is real spicy.
I had my page up for a while, so I'm reloading it now, but it's taking a long time.
Yeah.
I just had to close it and reopen it. Reloading doesn't work as well.
Odin's been logging Roll20 for the better part of 70 days.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
I only have, like, literally... Yeah, I have very few scripts. So, this is,
Dynasty and I are both logged back in on Roll20.
I'm back in as well.
I'm just gonna disable this one. This one seems... This one's a lot of quality of life things, but I'm just gonna trust you guys to manage your own spell slots. I'm just...
Isn't that what we were doing anyway?
It was automatically deducting, so I don't know if you were keeping track of it manually before that. If you were, then thank you. You are my favorite player automatically. I'm just gonna play something random and then let me know if you hear it. Let's do this one, I guess, because I haven't used it yet.
Yep. I heard it.
Alright, well, sounds like everybody can hear things well. Speak now, forever hold your peace. Okay, here is the intro for real this time. Sorry about that. Previously on Ballers and Bagpipes.
He cool, you rich shit.
I don't know who the hell you are, but if you think you have any right walking into my home with my guests, before she can finish her sentence, from your perspective, it looks like Dio just teleported behind Cervantes, and there is a hole through her chest. You are gonna fucking pay.
Isarya is contemplating whether it's worth it to get this money over like a bunch of people dying. Feels really bad.
Eragon's okay with it.
We had a plan. We stick to plan.
I did not agree. Why is there poison gas in the Nobles District?
There is a realm of possibilities beyond your imagination. I can share with you this gift.
What do you think, Ganondorf? Should we burn the hypocrite?
Yeah,
Alright.
you should
I'm
do
gonna
that.
attack.
I'm gonna attack too.
Dio punches your shield, and it is knocked out of the way as he rears back with his other hand and punches you in the gut. And then he does it 3 more times. As he crushes your neck, you feel blood leaving your body. Ganondorf, you see Dio's last wounds close as blood trickles from your now unconscious friend. Odin is tossed aside. I got what I wanted.
We're done
and
here.
He
See ya.
fades to darkness as you run out of the warehouse.
I hope you've been doing your squats, because things are about to get heavy on ballers and bagpipes.
They didn't pull them. They didn't pull them.
Doesn't matter. They were broke the law.
Alright, pay attention to the game.
You are muted.
Thank you.
Maybe.
Let's set the backdrop for what's happening right now. When you guys escaped Hildebrand and made it back to Brasilia, you and the Chosen went your separate ways. Steely, not your dad, your mentor, the other Steely, Robbie, and oh boy, it has been a while. Robbie and Lily went off. Not Robbie, Steely. The point is, you've had some time to gather your bearings. So you did some shopping, all that stuff. I guess while we're on that, let's just go through everybody's list. I've talked with a couple of you already. If you've been approved, then just go for it. I trust you to deduct gold as is appropriate. I guess everybody else, if just let me know what you bought, and then I'm sure like everybody stayed within the rules I set out for you. So, who wants to go first?
I can go.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to, because I know what you bought.
Oh, well, everyone else doesn't know. I can tell them. It doesn't matter.
Yep, okay, that's fair.
You said it in the B&B chat, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess everyone doesn't know. Whatever. I bought a belt of the Slayer Giant. It puts my strength to 25. Plus 1 half plate. So my AC's at 18 now. Sold off my 6 potions of Hill Giant strength.
I bought them.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we go next.
I bought the manual quickness of action, which if I spend 48 hours, I would get a +2 to my dexterity score. And I also bought the Ring of Evasion.
Okay.
Oh, and I also bought a Sending Stone, because I left mine at Hildebrand.
You mean a Stone of Forest Speed?
Yeah.
Okay. Did anybody else buy anything? Other than your gifts, of course, but we'll get to that in a moment.
I bought a Ring of Warmth, a Rope of Climbing, a Oath Bow, a Blazing Bowstring, Arrow of Slaying, and a Quiver of Alana. I think is how you say it.
It's yours, so it's canon now. That's how it's pronounced now and forevermore, regardless. So.
Okay.
Yeah, Galadriel is starting to scare me a little bit. Because her damage output was already very high, and now it's
Even higher.
yeah. So that is how it is. That is how it is. Okay. Anybody else? I'm pretty sure Guided bought stuff, because you were looking at that
Yes.
tome of yeah.
I got my tome.
you did get your tome?
I bought 1,000 gold's worth of chalks and inks for the teleporting. I think that will give me about 20 until we shop next.
Okay. So it consumes material every time you use it?
Yeah, it
Okay.
consumes it.
Makes sense.
What else did I buy? Oh, I sent 5k to my family.
They definitely appreciate that.
And then my Secret Santa gift. And that's it.
Hey. Anybody else?
Oh, I gave 20k to, what are the names? Lily, Steely, Aurelia, and my parents. So, so I gave away 20k to them.
Yeah, sure. I won't fuss over how you divvied it up, but that's a very kind gesture. Steely and Lily are going to use it to sort of, I guess, help Lily restart her life, and your parents definitely just appreciate that. Okay. I guess everybody else just kind of sat on their investments, which I'm cool with.
I gave 50k to the Chosen.
Oh wow.
Yep. Buying their favor and friendship, I suppose.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm curious, because considering Flinty is a psychopath, I'm wondering why you display altruism, but that makes more sense. Okay,
Flinty's also uneasy about sitting on so much money and carrying around a lot of wealth, because...
Very fair.
Yeah.
But that's a significant amount of money, so I'm gonna write that down. I feel like before they depart, just like a really quick sidebar, Yosef, the one who at least he feels close to you. I don't know if you feel the same.
He's hot.
He lets you know that they're setting up, and he says, "If you are ever in time of need, simply speak my name, and I will be there."
Oh, snap.
It was a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
That was my pleasure, too. Sorry about your town.
These things happen. Water under the bridge, as they say. So you're adding +2 to the score, not the modifier. That's very important. If you need help doing that, then yeah, but yes, you can go ahead and do that.
Are we not going to roleplay reading our stuff, or are we just going to automatically assume that I spent...
Here's the situation I'm going to give you, because you guys are going to have a bit of downtime, because after you've had some moments to collect yourselves after a pretty successful heist, Flinty brought up the notion of Candle Nights, which is a holiday you all are aware of. It's sort of basically like people in the world just got tired of like stacking individual holidays on top of each other, which still exist, but during this time of year, because there's so many holidays from so many different cultures and so many celebrations, people just kind of said, what if we just made like a single agnostic catch-all thing that we can all celebrate in, and that is Candle Nights. So it was getting around that time. And actually, it's a particularly nice day. It's the first snowfall, so snow hasn't built up on the ground yet, but it's the season's starting to greet you. And so Flinty brought up this notion of a gift exchange of this secret Warfather, which is sort of the titular mythical character that brings gifts to good children, and I guess good adults, if that's your thing. During this time of year. So you guys definitely have downtime. I am not against roleplaying each of you reading your various books, but considering just how much stuff needs to happen, I just figured like you can use this time to do that. Although if you really want to run through this scenario, let me know. I'm totally down to do it, but I just figured you spend time reading the books and also doing all the shopping, and buying your various gifts. So unless any of you wants to go through a scenario during this downtime, then I'll just sort of skip ahead to like Candle Night's day, which is just this singular day at the end of the month where like all the stuff kicks off. You've all gathered. Actually, where do you guys meet for this celebration? You're gonna build me the setting and the story.
Is anywhere?
Brazilian, right?
It's up to you. I mean, you have fast travel, so like. And because we live in this weird like limbo of time, X amount of time, right? Just let your mind go free.
Where's, like,
You can even go on a vacation to somewhere.
neutral would be what, like Alicia? Greenhorn?
Yeah.
I would say probably Alicia. Then we all would meet in Alicia. It's a big city.
Yeah.
Shopping.
Could visit Bob statue.
Yeah, actually, that's very good you brought that up. Okay, I don't have the map, but I have this. So you guys, Ch4 is not there anymore.
Rip.
That's there's a lot of people things on this page. Yeah. Alicia, so it's actually a big production in Alicia, and a couple of you guys have been here during the holiday season, so you know it, but there's like, there's a bunch of like ornaments that are strung up on the streets. I think around this time the snowfall is getting pretty heavy, so there's a couple inches of snow in the surroundings. You can see it like stacked up on buildings and along the walls. It's real pretty. It's nighttime. You can hear bells ringing, even though bells are usually associated with Christmas, but it's candle nights, baby. There's a lot of candles, as is appropriate with the name. It's a cool night. It's not very windy, which is nice, so it doesn't bite into your face as you're walking around, but it is snowing. It's very, very picturesque. The gods have smiled in humanity's favor. So you guys meet up, I guess, at a building or inn. I don't really know. Maybe you. Oh, you know what? Odin's
My bar.
Actually, yeah, that's the thing. Now that I mention it, actually, that was the other note-keeping thing I forgot. Odin, I wanted to reward you for investing in these various bars, so I'm just kind of gonna abstract it, but your investments have matured. So why don't you go ahead and add 5,000 to your pocket. Hopefully I'll flesh out something more, but it'll just be kind of abstract.
How much did his course mature?
Right, so your corpse is not there anymore.
Wait, who moved me?
Kent is there wearing his. I think he was wearing a barmaid's outfit, right? Is that what you made him wear? I forget. Kent is there. By the way, he's very happy to see you again, Eragon.
Hello.
But he. It was starting to scare the customers a little bit. Just, I'm sorry. I can get it back from storage if you want, but it's.
No, I'll be fine there. It's okay. Thank you.
Hey, thanks. Welcome back, everyone, and happy candle nights. The room is all yours, and you've reserved this like large room, and so there's. Describe to me this room, please. Design this room for me.
I like those small twinkly lights strung across the room.
Yes, absolutely.
And floating candles.
That's definitely a fire hazard, but I'm really cool with that.
It's fine, we have like a wave attack or something. Wait,
the last time you used that on a building...
That may or may not have gotten ditched.
Is there a tree?
Right.
This is very important.
Yes. There is
Okay.
Groot.
Is Groot gonna be your Candlelight tree? Groot is your Candlelight tree.
We just gotta dress Groot up a little bit.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Groot's been strewn up in tinsel and ornaments, and he actually sprouted some pine leaves rather painfully. Eragon, he was just kind of like grunting the entire time. But he looks very pleased with himself, and he's just sort of standing with his fun little star hat. And you all are gathered by the fireplace. The wood's crackling, and you all sort of just like set up the presents, I guess, underneath the tree. So, who would like to be first?
Doing Secret Santa.
We were gonna guess them.
Before you open them?
Yeah, so like I
Oh.
guess how it works is one person picks up a package and then we
Right.
read the name who it's for, and that's the person who opens it. So I guess it's random who goes first.
I mean, kind of. You can see the names, just so there's a little bit less chaos.
Or you can
Yeah.
describe the packages.
Absolutely. I mean, I would prefer if somebody told me, like I would say you just walk up and you look for your name, and you get it just so it's easier for me to pull up the right description. Unless you want me to describe all of these packages.
Make it as chaotic as possible.
Well, we'll eventually
This is
describe
ballers
them
and
all, right?
bagpipes.
Yeah. Like when
It's
we
just-
open them, we'll describe.
It's just a lot harder for me. So I will describe the packaging when somebody goes up to pick up their gift.
I'll pick mine up.
All right.
Start.
All right, Wheelie. I need to find yours. Okay. This is... Wheelie, there is a rather large and rather heavy... It was... I'm taking a little bit of liberty here, so I apologize to the gifter. But it was kind of wrapped crudely, like... there's a lot of the wrapping is just kind of crumpled, but it's just sort of this, like, giant... like, what's the word? It was vaguely spherical wrapping. And there is a nice bow on top, but there's also just like a lot of loose tape and crumpled wrapping paper.
Yeah.
It's very large. It's like this big, and it's really heavy.
I lockpicked the present.
You mean you
what does
punch
that?
it?
What does that mean, though?
I just pick apart the tape one by one with my lockpick.
Oh, come on, Wheelie. You need some help with that?
Okay, you guys are watching Wheelie with a lockpick, like, peel each piece of tape that holds this wrapping together. And it takes a long time because it was pretty crudely done. But you get to the innermost layer, and there's a little tear. You messed up once, but there's like a small surface has been revealed, and it's just like polished steel.
It's an orb of steel.
What those cats are?
Well, why don't you open the rest of it up, and you'll find out.
Look, my cats are.
No, let's just say that I open.
Actually is cute.
After all that lockpicking.
You very gently unwrap the rest of this, and inside, do you remember that demon ape that you guys killed in Brazili?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's basically just like a steel head of that ape. It's
fucking love
got
it.
it's got two huge fangs that protrude out from underneath. It's in like sort of this snarl. Yeah, it's really well done. You actually can't see the seams, and you'd imagine multiple pieces of metal had to come together for this basically piece of art. It's very expertly done. It actually is hollow on the bottom, which is kind of weird because it's very heavy. I don't know how anybody would wear it. Well, I guess it's hollow for just weight purposes, because if it was solid, nobody could move it ever. But would you care to take a guess who gave you this gift?
Wow, is that made of steel?
I love it.
Oh, you love it? Are you crying?
Yes. There's only like 3 people who was there and they know about it. Nothing against Ganondorf. Fuck.
It's not me. He's trying to guess who the Secret Santa was.
Odin.
It was a giant.
What?
Eragon.
It wasn't me.
I'm just pulling your leg. It was me.
Cool, now Odin opens the next present. I think that's how it works.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
All right.
The unfortunate thing is there's
No.
There's actually no present for Odin underneath the tree.
your present will be arriving eventually.
I would have had it no other way.
It
So
will
now
be
I get to
coming.
pick. Now I get
I'm
to pick
very
somebody.
sorry. Yes, you can choose who
All
to
right.
open the next one.
Eragon.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, this one's... These are all, by the way, you all did phenomenal jobs with these presents. I just have to say, they were incredible. Okay. Okay, so Eragon, there is a, it's, like, kind of shoebox shaped. Not really. But it's shoebox sized. It's wrapped, quite nicely in some... it has, like, cute dinosaur wrapping paper on it. I guess you just... I mean, you can describe how you open it up. I'm not going to stop you, but I'm also not... You know, it's up to you if you want to do that. Otherwise, I'm just going to say you open it.
I mean, this wrapping paper's kind of cute, so I'm gonna do it as gently as I can.
Okay, absolutely. Yeah. I understand the tradition of preserving wrapping paper. So it's wrapped very nicely, like immaculately, to a kind of freaky degree. But inside, in like some tissue paper and some nice foam and padding, there is an egg, and it's kind of like kind of avocado shaped. It's larger than a Haas avocado, whatever the other kind of avocado is, right? It's about this big. It's, you know, got like this dark green bumpy exterior. It feels leathery to the touch. And there's a little booklet next to it. And you look at the booklet and it says it's a grow your own Plantosaurus kit. And you open the book and it's basically you can spend the time to grow a Plantosaurus, and there's a picture of this. It's actually what the heck is that?
You're standing on a chair then?
I was imagining it looked like that one Pokemon that is kind of like a tree dinosaur thing. I don't remember.
Bulbasaur.
Tropius?
It's not Bulbasaur.
Tropius, right?
Yeah, Tropius. Kind of. I was thinking that's the adult version, kind of. But it's got these like, as an adult, it's got this like huge wingspan. It's very cute looking. But yeah, I mean, to my chagrin, you are getting another companion, which if you want, you can raise.
Aww.
It does have a maturation time. Its baby version does look very cute though.
Oh my god. Okay, wait, what's the maturation time? Wait, what does it say?
The maturation time, so I'll just read the entire thing out loud. So to hatch it, you must plant it in a small pot and water it once a day. After 2 days, you'll start to see a little sprout come out of the ground. It'll fully hatch after 7 days, and there's a little warning, if disturbed before then, it will die. So the Plantosaur hatches by burrowing out of the dirt. A baby Plantosaur is quite cute. It's light green in color and rather rotund. It has a little sprout on its head and its back. Its back sprouts eventually turn into full-fledged leaf-shaped wings. A Plantosaur gets most of its energy from sunlight and water, and parentheses photosynthesis, but can supplement its diet with insects. A fully grown Plantosaur is huge in size and can comfortably carry 2 people, or 2 Medusa-sized creatures on its back. And there's some, like, potential combat mechanics for it, but it hatches after 7 days, and then after that, it's just kind of vague, but it'll grow at plant speed.
Aw, thanks. Cute.
You have to guess who got it for you or gave it to you.
Oh my god, okay, well, everyone knows I like plants. And everyone knows I transform into dinosaurs. It could be anyone! Alright, well, it's definitely not Pog.
Not Odin.
It wasn't Odin. Oh no. Is there anything else to go by? Is it Galadriel?
No.
Ah. Koi.
Yeah, it was me.
Who?
Okay.
Oh,
Alright.
crap.
Thank you.
Yeah, who?
You hear from the who's Koi? Your fish?
Oh. Flinty, sorry. Flinty.
Yep, it was me.
Oh my god, this is like the best thing I've ever gotten. Thank you.
Aw, you're welcome. Hope you don't kill it.
Oh my
But if you do, it's not like I care.
Okay.
Damn.
I appreciate it, I guess. Okay.
Alright, I guess it's my turn.
Mm-hmm. You find a textbook-sized gift. And it's wrapped with purple and green polka dots on white paper, and it's sort of tied together with rough twine. There's a little note that says to Flinty in cursive. It's very well done. And you open up your gift.
Well, I want to like shake it first to see if I can figure out what it is.
Okay, no, I like that. Okay. What do you hear? I know what it sounds like. How do I describe this?
Thunk, thunk, thunk.
It's like a dull thunking.
I have no idea.
It has some heft to it. Yeah.
Okay. I'll open it.
Alright, so inside is a box, and inside the box there is sitting on top of a book is a plushie that was styled after Bob.
Aww.
Yeah, it's got I guess it's got like just its beady eyes and its sort of weird grotesque mouth, but it's cute in an endearing way. It also has a little cape that's much too short for its body. And the book reads Manual of Flesh Golem.
Oh my god!
And it details the steps to making a flesh golem. It is rather expensive, and after a cursory glance, you see, and these numbers can change, but just sort of what we initially decided, it's 50,000 gold worth of material and 60 days of non-stop work. Of course, since it's just an instruction manual, you could potentially hire someone else to do it. But now you can, and on the back it says for the budding necromancer. Yeah.
50,000 worth of material. I just gave away all my gold. That's okay. Maybe some other time. Oh, thank you. Flinty unusually is going to shed a tear at Bob.
A singular tear.
Yep.
Okay.
I think it was Isarya.
How are you guys so good at this?
No. Yeah, it was.
Well, because Isarya went thunk, thunk, thunk.
Oh, I guess you did give it away for yourself. Okay, well, I guess next up that means it's Isarya.
Gonna go stroll and pick up a present.
Yes, I need to find yours. I know it's been written. Oh, I remember now. Oh, shoot. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay. This one's...
I'm scared.
Where's the... Oh. Okay, yeah, so I guess... Okay. Okay, so inside is another shoebox. It's another shoebox-sized gift. Hold on, the gifty is typing right now, actually. Okay. But it's wrapped in... Anonymous is typing. Okay, it is wrapped in silver, with a nice satin bow. And there's actually some holes that are poked into it.
Oh. I don't want to shake it. I'm gonna stick one of my fingers through the hole.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of messages right now. Okay, okay, you know what? Here's what happens. You stick your finger in the hole, and you poke something fuzzy and chubby, and from inside you hear a really muffled, oh, excuse me.
Oh?
Okay, wild animal.
Okay. I'm just gonna open it and see what it is.
Okay, you open it up, and you look inside, and it's kind of like... I mean, I'm just gonna say it. There's a hamster inside.
Oh my god.
And it's rubbing its eyes, and it looks up at you, and it's like, sorry, I rehearsed this. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Humphrey. Yes, his voice is this deep. So Humphrey is a hamster. I guess, white with, like, the orange spots. You know, when you think of a hamster, I guess it's your hamster, you can make whatever you want with him. But he takes a deep, deep bow. And you can see his little, cute, fat folds kind of roll over each other.
Oh my god, I love it.
And, I guess, like, he climbs up on your hand, and he just sort of snuggles up with you, and he says, I suppose you are Isarya?
Yes.
I'm not doing the voice justice. I'm not doing the voice justice.
You need a cape.
I would look dashing in a cape.
Are you a necro hamster?
Your friend who gifted me to you has told me all about your desires of a necrohamster. Unfortunately, I do not currently possess the knowledge to do such a thing, but what I can is give you access to my wealth of vast information and wisdom.
Nice.
Also, I look adorable.
You do. Do you like dragons?
I absolutely do. They are quite fascinating.
I'm gonna show him my egg.
Oh, this is a marvelous specimen. May I touch it?
You can, but you can't take it anywhere else, or I'll kill you.
Heavens no! I am at your disposal. I will live comfortably in your or in your pocket, however you wish. I am not a picky hamster. There's also a lot of toys, and there's a couple. There's some kibble to get you started. But Humphrey basically is very smart. If you want, you can consult him. His intelligence and wisdom are both 20. So if you want him to make an intelligence or wisdom check, it's +8 to both because he also has +8. So he's a pocket int whiz check. Also he's cute.
Is he? So he's Webster's dictionary, not Urban Dictionary.
Well, I know a lot of things.
Cool. Humphrey.
And I'm just gonna say now, because I know you're thinking of necrohamster, it's not out of the question. I just have no idea what that would look like, but
Yoon, my precious Yoon. Just gonna put him on my shoulder.
Could you scratch behind the ear again? That felt quite nice.
Are you gonna tell me who gave you to me?
I'm afraid I cannot. What's the fun in doing that?
Let's see. Let's scratch them all, I think. It's not Odin. Silver packaging. Satin bow.
Fighting over it now.
I'm gonna go let down.
Nah. That's a
I know, I don't know why.
Is it Galadriel? No. Is it Ganondorf? Is it Eragon? You everybody. Is it Jarrett? I mean, Wheelie?
What's a hamster?
That's a hamster.
It was
Really.
me.
Oh, I love it!
Yes, he put me through quite the ringer, had me studying up all these books, but that is how it is. And I must tip my imaginary hat to you, good druid, because I was just a measly hamster. Are there wild hamsters? This is the DM speaking.
Kelly, chill.
I suppose.
Actually,
yeah.
I don't think you told
Are
me
there?
how you found Humphrey.
Oh my god.
I found him
Golem.
through locate beast. Obviously, I'm proficient at that sort of
You
thing.
can be a little more creative with that. Come on, man.
Did you make him smart? What?
Yeah, so I awakened him, like how I awakened Groot, because I can do that to beasts as well. And then I brought him to a
Alright, that's
library. And I told him to get reading.
Wow.
Well, but he enjoyed it.
It's a
was
DIY
difficult.
game.
I did enjoy it. Yes, it was a bit difficult with these small paws of mine and no opposable thumbs.
fighting.
I'm quite jealous of you beings actually for that, but we managed to do. But I am at your disposal. Of course, use me as a resource for knowledge, or use me as a snuggle buddy. I do love me a good snuggle. That sounds kind of weird with this voice, but I'm not gonna try a squeaky voice.
You can do reconnaissance too.
That is very true. I am not the most dexterous, but realistically speaking, who would expect a hamster?
True.
So use me as you would use a hamster. One that is rather intelligent.
Gotcha. Thank you, Eragon. I'm gonna go give him a big hug and kind of
You,
Squish.
me,
Humphrey in the middle,
you and me left.
but not kill him.
Oh, and, yeah, no, you and me left.
Oh, Odin.
Odin doesn't get
Yeah.
one.
I'd rather enjoy this warmth. Now, I believe Eragon should be next, but as he already received his gift, Isarya, you get the pleasure of choosing. And I'm so excited.
That's just me and Galadriel left, right? And Pog, but he's not here.
Pog.
Right.
Let's do Ganondorf.
Okay. Going to my pinned messages. Okay. Ganondorf. You see a oblong box. It is wrapped in gold trimming.
Oh yeah, you're right. I
Um,
don't know who got me then. I lost track.
yeah, that's
Jarius?
literally it. But it is wrapped in gold trimming. It is yay long. I don't know if my head's a good reference, but it's about this long, and it's not very thick. It's like maybe this big. I'm just trying to see it in my head. So like flattish, that long. You crack it open?
Yeah, I'm gonna open it up.
All right. I imagine you just kind of with one hand just kind of rip the entire thing open.
Perfect.
And inside is a rather ornate fishing pole. It's got like a deep purple handle, and it's got a little like golden mermaid figurine sort of along it. But this thing is called the Angler's Worldly Fissure, and just to give you a really brief TLDR, it's a pocket fishing hole. Regardless of where you are, as long as you're on the prime material plane, you can cast this rod and it'll just open into a random source of water somewhere on the planet.
That's really fucking cool.
Yep. So it does require a command word, but that's obviously up for you to decide. And while fishing, you have advantage on ability checks.
While I'm fishing.
Yes, so I guess advantage on fishing
Like
checks.
checks or pulling up a fish. Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Anything related to fishing.
That's awesome. Thank you, whoever. I don't want to guess because I don't remember who I should be picking right now. Is it Koi?
Well, that's boring, isn't it?
Not Koi?
Oh.
Also, who's Koi?
Oh, right. Who is that?
Come on, guys! It's day 48. We can step up with the names.
Was it you?
What?
Was it you?
I had it wrapped up in gold. How did you guess?
Wrapped it in gold. Steel?
Yeah, it was like if I wrapped it in steel, it would have been too obvious.
I guess that's a good point. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, and I guess that leaves us with Galadriel. Okay, so Galadriel, that's some cute rapping. Oh yeah, I can see the description. Let me do that real quick. Galadriel, you get the last present underneath Candlelight's tree. Excuse me. It is a square flat box. Maybe about this big, I think. This big. It's got black and green striped wrapping paper, and there is a large pink bow. And you open it up, and inside is a... Oh, I have to jump there? Very rude. Inside is a collar. It's emblazoned with the visage of a phoenix. I guess fire phoenix, but that's a little redundant. But it's emblazoned with the visage of a phoenix, and it's sort of this, like, bright red. And it actually, like, glows a little bit, and it emanates some warmth from it. It's not really a good way to do this canonically, so I'll just explain to you, but it is a, magic item, for beasts or pets. And it requires attunement by the beast, so this would be a separate list from your own attunement list. But while your companion is wearing this collar, they deal an extra 2d6 fire, to any of its targets hit, by unarmed strikes and natural weapons, so just any of its attacks. And your companion also gets resistance to cold damage. And there's a note underneath that actually says part 1 of 2.
Oh, there's another piece I can buy. Or get, or find.
Well, you could try and figure out who gifted it to you and then ask them.
I'm gonna guess that it's Ganondorf.
There's not much left people to
The
guess,
only
yeah.
one, right, and he wrapped it in my favorite colors.
Me. Holy Pog.
How do you know?
Yeah, it was me. So the... You want me to explain what the other one is?
But please do it in fiction.
Yeah. So I guess the other part of the two-part collar is the collar of a frost wolf. And this collar is emblazoned with the visage of a frost wolf. It does basically like the opposite of the fire phoenix. So it does 2d6 cold damage, and you get resistance to fire damage. Kind of like yin and yang type.
Thank you. I love it.
Whoa, Cam. Okay, that's all the gifts, yeah. Odin, you will get yours at some point, and so will Pogs. But that's that, and I guess you guys sort of celebrate Candlelight.
Can we open Pog's present? There's an extra present under the tree, unclaimed.
But you guys celebrate off to the night. Do you do anything special?
I'm gonna play some candlelight music, I guess.
You play very traditional Candle Nights music. I don't know what that sounds like, but we don't have to worry about that.
Nope.
I'm gonna go show Humphrey the shelter.
What is the shelter?
The animal shelter. We're in a list.
Oh,
here,
that's
right?
correct. Yes, absolutely. Okay.
Bob's Shelter, or whatever it is called.
What is it called? I don't remember.
Bob's Buds.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Bob's Buds.
The Bob statue is finished, by the way.
We'll visit Bob's statue.
Can someone make it snow?
It is snowing.
Oh my god.
Yes, it is currently snowing.
Braw's hanging out.
And as you walk the streets, it's getting sort of late, but festivities are still ongoing. The lights are very pretty now against the backdrop of the snowing night. And you guys are just having a good time. And then something weird happens that nobody experiences except for Flinty.
Oh, Lord.
Flinty, what are you doing?
Probably helping to decorate Bob with lights.
Okay. So a couple of you guys are stringing up lights and decorations around Bob. And I imagine, like, Flinty, you actually climbed up the top to sort of put off the finishing piece, and you're asking, let's just say, Wheelie to hand you, what is the capstone?
Little Candle Knight's hat.
Okay. So you're up top, and you sort of reach behind you and ask for this cap. And you're just kind of waiting for a long time.
I guess I just give it to her.
No, you don't.
Hello? Willie?
You look around, and time has stopped moving for everybody except for you. You actually look at, like, the snowflakes, and they're just, like, frozen in the sky. And this for you and you only, it's like this for maybe an uncomfortable 15 seconds before everything starts again.
I'm gonna look at my metronome and be like, maybe this thing's malfunctioning.
Yeah, actually, you take out your metronome during that, and it's not activated.
Huh. That's weird.
And as you think that, time starts back up, and everything's just back to normal.
Oh, wow.
Oh, thank you.
Really? Did something strange happen just now?
Are you gonna take this capstone?
Yeah, but, like, time just stopped for 15 seconds. And I didn't do it.
But snow was still falling. What are you
No,
talking
it wasn't.
about?
For me.
But snow was still falling. Maybe maybe you got, like, dungeoned or something again.
What? Dungeoned?
Yeah, like you got trapped into another, I don't know, somewhere.
I'll take the cap and put it on.
You finished decorating Bob, and as you all step back to admire your handiwork, you're all enjoying the festivities, although, of course, Flinty, you are troubled, to say the very least, about what just happened.
Can I ask Necrohamster Humphrey?
Yeah, sir. Isarya, you're there. Humphrey's sitting on your shoulder with a cute little scarf and his own hat.
I'll talk to Isarya and Humphrey and be like, time just stopped for 15 seconds just now for me. Does that happen to any of you?
Oh, I didn't know we had a poet. That's so romantic of you. It certainly does feel like time has stopped in this moment, doesn't it?
No, like it actually stopped. Like, did you read anything, Humphrey, in your books about what might cause time to just stop for one person, supposedly?
Sorry, is she alright?
Okay, she's asking you a question.
No,
Maybe Isarya, you have to ask Humphrey.
No,
Maybe-
you can talk to me. It's just I'm new to this group, and you're all lovely people.
Oh, I'm gonna poke Humphrey. Be like, come on, do intelligence check.
I'll give this to you. Actually, it's just. Well, there are a number of powerful spellcasters, but
I did just now.
beyond that, I can't say I know what caused your experience, and even then, I wouldn't even have known if it happened.
Yeah, this is very strange.
Black and green striped wrapping paper with a large.
It's probably
just
the
her,
only-
right?
You said pink ball. That threw me off.
Just
Say that
Flinty.
again?
Just Flinty.
Yes, it was just her. Nobody else experienced this.
Maybe. I wonder if we can talk to Istis somehow. But maybe I'm just being. I don't know. I have a concussion or something from all the fighting. Who knows?
I certainly hope not. You shouldn't be climbing tall
Diarrhea.
structures with that. But you guys celebrate off into the night and then go to sleep.
I guess I will take the time to just check on how everyone is, like Siego, and that's really the only person I know. So
Yeah, you meet up with Siego, and he's drinking it up with the people formerly known as the Resistance. Actually, now he's the people he's drinking with are wearing the Elysian Guard uniform. He's still in his like sort of roguish getup. Oh gosh, I haven't been Australian in a bit. Hey, Wheelie, it's good to see. That's New York. It's Aussie, oi. Except Australia doesn't exist in this world. Wheelie, it's good to see you. How you
hi,
doing?
I'm doing great.
He takes a big swig from his mug.
How's Alicia? Give me that lore.
The lore? Oh, Alicia's been real quiet ever since y'all left. Well, the short story is, we established a sort of representative democracy, and it's kind of complicated, and I didn't get involved in that. But it's in good hands. Domo actually approached me and asked if I wanted to rejoin the God, but, it's, not the life for me. But, a lot of your fellow resistance members, for a lot of them, fighting was all they really knew, so here they are. Me, I'm just content, doing my thing. But for now, just sticking around, doing odd jobs here and there, yeah.
I see that you've made a steel statue of Bob. I really am grateful for that.
Yeah, that was, it was important. It was important for you guys, so made sure that they got that done. I'm glad you like it. It looks great.
Yeah,
Full
thank you.
decorations.
So how's like everyone? So Domar is like, the Basilton twins. What about Soil?
Talk with Siego into the night. Siego unfortunately has left Alicia. He went on his own path. Siego. Sorry, Soil. Soil has left. Siego has no idea where he is.
Why did he leave?
Good.
He has his own agenda.
Oh.
But you guys just sort of talking to the night and you catch up.
What about Amy?
Okay, we don't. I'm giving you the information. You'll. Spoilers.
I did tell her to check on Alicia.
Yes, he tells you about. So she was there briefly, and she helped out with the reconstruction, before sort of just going back to her deitic duties. So, speaking of, as you guys drift off to sleep, You are in your beds. A number of you went to sleep super blasted off your mind. And then you hear a voice reverberate. You don't see anything yet, but all of you hear this voice. And this voice says, let's try this. We need to talk. And you are all taken into Istis's plane. You're all actually come through the doors this time. And when you get there, Imi has had a change of clothes, courtesy of Jarius. She is looking more and more powerful as time goes by. And she greets you and she says, It's been a while.
Oh. Is this?
I miss your old voice.
I just experienced something. I was just thinking about talking to you all.
Right. So, Istis is... It would be better if I just show you.
Oh,
and
no.
You are taken to the center island. Istis looks really bad. She no longer has that full skin. She already appeared sort of like grandmotherly, right? But it's as if her essence was just sort of sucked out of her, right? And she is breathing very, very faintly, leaned up against this sakura tree. And Imi says, Istis is dying, guys. That blip, which I guess Flinty, you, and maybe some others around the world experienced. I'll give it to you straight. For what it's worth, right now, I am Istis. She can't really do anything. And I'm sorry, Wheelie, I know you wanted me to check in on more people, but when this happened, I needed to get time moving again. I don't know what's happening, and I'm scared. But she holds up her hand and projects some videos. And she speaks. It seems that you are heading to Icewind Dale. There you will find what you need to advance in your quest. But we really don't have much time. I'm sorry to interrupt your celebrations this way.
How long do we have?
I don't know. Even if Istis does die, gods forbid that, I would just take her place. And you guys all notice Imi has been getting like noticeably stronger, just throughout all of this. So, I guess functionally speaking, for most of the world, nothing would have changed, but Eragon is going to absorb the powers of the gods, and I can't be there to replace all of them.
Well, that sucks.
I don't know how much time you have left, but I know it's not much.
She dies. This is stuff. This is. Oh.
Well, good thing we have a god of time right here, huh? Huh?
Can you share your powers to Istis?
Maybe we could slow down time a bit so we have a bit more time, huh?
I wish you worked that.
Can you have Eragon stuck infinitely in place when he's on it? Yeah, and like when he's like on the toilet.
Dormammu.
Time. Istis's control of time is strange. It's not so much that she can manipulate the flow of time, but her very existence is tied to the forward movement. And I've tried giving her power back. I mean, I'm new to all this too, but because of that, if I stopped time for Eridol, I would stop time for everyone. And, I mean, I guess we would have sort of a Doctor Strange Dormammu situation where I would just be alone forever.
But like, if you could freeze time for everyone, can't you like push Eridol some flight of stairs and then the problem is solved?
It would work if Eridol was physical.
Main big bad guy of the entire
So just push him down like a magical flight of stairs.
Yeah, I'll just go find some spiritual set of stairs. That'll work.
Yeah.
Are these waters still dirty? Because this is not it. Like,
the water was always clean. Oh, sorry. The water was always clean.
I thought it was the diarrhea-filled water.
When Flinty was there was diarrhea emanating from her.
Oh, sorry.
Not currently.
Fix that problem.
Okay. Okay.
It's safe, it's potable. I promise.
for you.
Then drink it.
I can drink it if you want. And she scoops up some and drinks it.
You're into some really weird things, let me tell you. Alright, what do we have to do?
Go to Icewind Dale. Istis was not an omniscient god. I do not know what you will find there, but I do know that it will test you and push you in ways you may not have experienced beforehand.
Alright.
Do you have more information that may help us?
I feel like she opens that video that you've seen multiple times where it sort of projects the different possibilities. And what do you see? Here's what you do see. Across all of these, which project a lot of things, most of them death, the constant that is in all of these is like you see an impossible world, and in the center of this world is just a like huge vertical shaft that just goes straight down, and it's nothing like you've ever seen. Imagine if you drilled a hole through the Earth's crust and how you pass through the different layers. It's like that, but if each layer was its own ecosystem and thousands of meters deep and wide. That is what you see, and that is all the information you can get.
Okay, so we just need to jump down through the hole and fall all the way to like the ground or whatever, and then we just get whatever we want, go back up.
I hope for your sake it's as simple.
So if it's Icewind Dale, is it like very, cold? Like, will I need...
Well, we know that causes like, and some other people at Brasilia are helping us make coats for us to prepare for it. I'm sure by now they'll be finished.
I need to go back to Costco then. After this,
The other thing in these images is there are images of a small town, snow-covered town, sort of like up against a vast mountain range. Galadriel, you recognize this town and are very intimate with this town. Because it was the town that you fled from when you were caught in one of your smuggling attempts. And it is the town where the last time you've been there, that is where your people are. And so this is just like as a reassurance. I know you're super busy, so I didn't want to pressure you to like write a backstory, right? But I think to compensate for that, there's going to be a lot of times where I ask for information and just sort of don't be pressured. I would say just go with your gut or with your heart, make it up on the spot, and we'll roll with that. I have the name of the town. I don't know if you wanted a different name because you didn't specify. But right now the name of the town is called Starfell.
Sounds good.
Okay. I do want to know what emotions flow through Galadriel's head when she sees this town again. And when she realizes that this town is going to be part of this group's future.
Probably a mixed bag of feelings between surprised and I don't even know. Worrisome, I guess, because it was taken over. 1 second.
Vibe into the back.
Sorry.
No. Again, no pressure.
Because when we first started our colony or our tribe here, we were building businesses in a great town, and then there was a conjuring force that came in and subjugated us. So we were forced to like go live somewhere else and split up, and so coming back and seeing what's going on and seeing if that force left or what it all has happened is going to be interesting to see.
Definitely. Imi says, listen, I'd love to have you all chill here for forever, but as I said, we do need to get a move on.
Let's go.
And with that, you will all awake back on the prime material plane. In, I guess, Elysia, because that's where you guys are. It's not snowing today, but the snow's sticking, which is a nice sight. Fresh snowfall. If you guys have not experienced fresh snowfall, like unadulterated by prints and stuff, it's honestly one of my personal favorite sights ever. I mean, I can make it so you guys get back to Brasilia at some point, or do TP back to and then from there to Brasilia, but...
Well, I was actually gonna ask, like,
The steel helmet or whatever that Odin gave me.
Looks like they're
Actually, is it a helmet?
It can be worn as one, but it's not really functional because again, it's incredibly heavy.
I could take it.
a longtime friend of Odin's who's also helped us make our logos and stuff. He was moving back to
Okay, if you're actually gonna wear it, I'm gonna make you like
where he lives.
reduce your movement speed and do a lot of things at disadvantage.
House.
Like sneak.
And he's been going through this depression.
My 4 stealth checks can make up for it. Okay.
Okay, I need you to make a strength check first.
That's safe.
Safe, but that's fine. Okay, yeah, you clunk this helmet on you. It doesn't have any of the helmet fittings. It's just like a hollow space. And so it kind of just sits on your shoulders and it presses down and it's uncomfortable. But you're wearing it, I guess. You also can't see out of it at all.
I'm gonna try moving.
Okay.
While blind.
Yeah, you tell me what happens.
I trip, like, face down, flat into the snow.
Yes, that's absolutely what happens, and your head is just buried like 2 feet under. You guys see Wheelie's like legs just sticking up out of the snow. There's a large ape-shaped indent in the snow.
Audio's freaking me out. Sounds like it's like.
All right, but if nobody has anything in particular they want to do, and again, this is like sort of you guys take the lead, but oh. Okay, so there is stuff that you guys want to do, but you want to type to me and not use your beautiful voice.
So I was trying not to interrupt and also gauge the... I haven't gotten any magical items crafted, but I would like to take that worm rug that I had confiscated and get that turned into a hooded cloak type thing.
You walk into the Basil Twins store, and you hear a like very cheerful coming. And in the main room, actually, Lucy is there, and she actually flinches when she sees you, cause you did like almost kill her. Hi.
Hello.
Happy Candle Nights.
Happy Candle Nights. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves.
Yeah.
Hard at work by the looks of it, though.
We don't really. We had our break last night, but last minute gifts and all that. Anyway, and she's just like a little guarded around you, but anyways, how can I help you, Odin?
I am looking to get some warmer clothes ready for one of our journeys. I have this worm rug here. I was hoping you'd be able to maybe make it into a hooded cloak of some sort, and maybe imbue it with some kind of frost resistance type ability, or waterproofing, or... I mean, it may or may not have been in the same container with some severed heads.
Oh! Okay,
as you do.
We're just gonna wash. We're gonna power wash that.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Okay, yeah, we can take care of that though. Do you want all of those abilities, or just we can do all of that if you wanted?
Sure. Then let's do all of that.
Okay, I mean I think for the warmth and waterproofing won't be too much, but the cold resist, I think all together is probably going to be 1,000, like 250 each for the waterproofing and the warmth, and the cold resist itself 500.
Sounds good.
All right, just put it in the order form. We'll get it done. I need to go sanitize myself.
Will do.
Okay, you get that made for you. It looks very cool. Is the hood the head?
I mean, yeah, obviously.
Okay, yes, it's obviously that, yeah, and there's like a little tail running behind you, but the rest of it's fitted actually quite well. It looks very good on you. Yeah, I guess, in case anybody forgot, the Basil Twins can make custom order items, so if that's something you want to do, you have that opportunity, but travel can be sort of ambiguous during this prep time.
I was going to until I realized that the troll head wasn't a helmet, so...
Oh, no, the head's not in the helmet.
The what? No, my steel helmet.
Yeah,
it's not a helmet. It's just right. It's just like
it's supposed to be for display.
It's also made out of steel, so it can be whatever you damn well please.
That's fair. I assumed. It's just the way it was described. It seemed like
that's exactly what it was designed for. Was not being worn as a helmet, but do as you will. I mean, in my head, King Kong's head is probably much larger than a standard helmet would be.
It absolutely is. It just is hollow because otherwise it would be ridiculously heavy.
No, I like it. It's just the idea of like wearing it in combat would also sound badass. So
yes, you also would have disadvantage on every single attack because you literally cannot see.
I think it's worth it. I can just put holes in it for the eyes.
Just this is so stupid. I love it.
Drill some holes in the nostrils.
It's okay because Galadriel has that Spirit of the Hawk now, right? That gives us advantage.
I guess it would cancel it out. Yes. Gosh, you're definitely getting a movement hit because there's no way you can move as well while wearing that thing.
I don't care. It looks cool.
Okay. Is anybody doing any other prep work?
I'm just refilling my spell components and potions and things.
Sounds good.
Warm clothes does sound like a good idea.
Yes. So you actually, at some point, you go back to Brazili, and you are outfitted with winter gear, as was promised. Because I think Wheelie asked Kaz to do that or something, but
For everyone?
Yes, for everyone.
Okay.
It's just the basics, so it just keeps you warm, but it's just like winter gear. So there's no curative properties or anything. It's just nice that you won't freeze to death in Icewind Dale.
So do my winged boots? They're now winged boots with the fur.
You know what? You're given some socks that have the fuzzy lining up top, so it looks like it's part of your boots, but they're not because she couldn't do anything to us, but
that shit's expensive, I get it.
It is, yes.
The boots with the fur, huh?
Boots with the
fur.
Oh,
you got me.
Winged Uggs.
Jesus.
Yeah, you're welcome. That was free.
I guess I just also tell Kaz about what happened in Hildebrand and just prepare a missile filled with garlic bread and holy water.
Just in case there's a vampire invasion, I guess?
Yeah.
I don't know why the garlic bread would do anything, but also we don't really have a priest, but we can probably get holy water.
Because vampires are the most evil beings in this world, and the most evil beings hate garlic bread, so...
Flawless logic.
I don't think that's how any of this works, but that's okay. We can. Well, thank you for the warning. We'll be on the lookout. The very last thing, of course, is how you guys are going to get there, unless you want to walk to Icewind Dale. But thankfully, there actually is someone to solve your problems. So, Dynasty, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Dynasty, this is rather convenient. But, you with your group, you're walking along one of the main roads. The snow's been cleared out, but it's still sticking. And it's actually kind of a chilly day. The wind's kind of blowing and it's getting in your face and eyes and it hurts. But there is a sort of walking towards you, just in the opposite direction of your group, is a rather large and burly, sort of imposing figure, which you recognize, actually. It's someone you're very close with. And so I would like for you to describe to me, who is this man? This, basically, the brother of, like, your best friend ever. Tell me about this person.
You want me to describe how he looks, or
Tell me about your relationship.
relationship? Okay.
Yeah. Appearance too, if you want. I didn't give him a name, but...
I'm trying to think of a name.
It doesn't have to be anything special.
I don't know. Ben.
Alright, that's his name now. It's not Dad Galadriel, that's... So tell me about Ben. Tell me about Ben. Tell me about your relationship with Ben.
So Ben is my best friend's brother, and her name is Adriana, and he grew up with us, and was basically like a older brother to me. We get along really well. He's super funny, and yeah, he's like a bigger brother.
Definitely. And so he's walking down the streets, and he's sort of, like, munching on some steaming bun. And mid-bite, he sort of just, like, looks up, and then he just, like, squints at you. As if to say, like, are you... Are you...
Ben! Oh my gosh!
Galadriel?
I haven't seen you in so long!
Oh, that didn't go down the... jeez! To find you... Excuse me. Huh. I gotta grow a couple of years. What are you doing here?
Me and my friends are adventurers, and we came here to... I don't know, what did we come here to do?
I mean, I figured you just sort of disappeared on us 3 years ago.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't stand the force that was taking over our town, and when we all kind of proceeded to go live in the forest and stay out of sight, I decided to go roaming, and I found some smugglers that were on the side of the road, and I asked them to help you guys with food and things, and I just went to be adventuring and came to came across a town called Greenhorn and met these people.
Yeah. You
my friends
and Ben waves like at you like sort of sheepishly. Can I just say he's pretty good looking. But I guess you guys haven't really met many bad people. You guys get to talking, and I would assume at some point one of you mentions that you're headed to Icewind Dale. I think Dio's good looking. I wouldn't say he's bad looking.
Creepy Steely.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Creepy is still naked, just kind of chilling in the background. If you were watching a big screen movie he'd just be in like one of the corners, like way in the background, super blurred out, but he's there and it's very uncomfortable. You know, it's funny you mentioned that because I was I'm a caravan leader now, would you believe it? But it's kind of hard to stay in one place, and sometimes you just want to go see the world. But I was actually planning on making a trip back pretty soon if you guys wanted to tag along.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you have any wheels of steel?
Yes, we have wheels on which we are carrying some steel. That's actually why we were here for a bit. We were doing some trading. It's pretty interesting. We didn't know about this place. It was just sort of a stone's skip away. We were in the neighboring town. Oh, hello, good sir. Oh, sorry, you're not Danger. You're someone else, but please, yes. It's Kudo. Hello, Kudo.
Kudo.
Hello.
Right. So, sorry, I'm still not. The trip is, if the weather's behaving, the trip will be just about a week. It would just to set some ground rules because this is my caravan group. You will have to provide for food yourselves. We can get you there, but take care of yourselves during that time, okay?
Yeah, sounds great.
Ma, can you bring food, please?
How does Ben feel about garlic bread?
I don't know what that is, but I'm guessing that's when you combine garlic with bread.
You got it.
Yes, and?
This guy's a genius.
How do you feel about it? Do you enjoy it?
I don't know. I haven't had it. Why do you ask?
Just wondering. Let's keep our eyes on him.
Make more garlic bread, please.
Oh, I love garlic bread.
As I've told you, this will be a survival leg, and it's going to be beyond just the trip there. But because this next arc is going to be survival based, and I will do my best to sort of make it interactive, I would like to impose a rations/food thing. I know we haven't been keeping track of food in the past because I just assumed you were like always in towns every single day, so you never had to worry about that. But that is probably not going to be the case. So I do want rations at least to be kept track of. So just to line up the basics of food. Every day you need to consume, I believe it's one ration. Let me check real quick. I mean, I guess I can just make up the rules. Yeah, so every day you need to consume one ration to nourish yourselves. You also need water. Just to simplify it, I know there's a whole thing about like 7 days without food, or whatever. No, like I don't remember what it is, but for each day you do not fulfill both of those, you're going to get one level of exhaustion. We've not done exhaustions before, but exhaustion is pretty deadly at later levels. As long as you guys keep yourselves fed and rested, you'll be fine. Yeah, so I suggest one of you keep track of the food, or you each keep track of your own individual food. That's kind of hard for me to do because I have to ask each of you, did you eat food? So I would prefer it if one of you just takes control of handling the food. Which I would like for you to decide now.
I'll manage food.
How many rations can we carry with us?
Well, you have
I
at
have
least
13.
one of you have a bag of holding as well.
Oh.
And rations are just going to be this abstract concept. I'm not going to be like, oh, these rations go bad. Unless there's like a plot reason for that to happen, right? But they'll just be abstract
And before we
things-
start eating ourselves.
Yeah, in before that happens. Right. So to do the quick math, it's not 2 per day. It's 1 ration per day. So it's just a little easier for you to manage.
Yeah, but 2 a day we'll have extras just in case.
Oh,
character
I
breaks
see.
Down or
Yeah.
Wild wolves come and eat our backpack and take half away or something.
We also need time to actually do the thing in Icewind Dale, right? Is that a town or is that wilderness?
So you'll find out when you get there.
Oh yeah, it's probably going to be like 14 days because round trip plus like however long it takes us to do the thing.
Yeah, I mean, of course, you would assume that Icewind Dale can sell you food too, right? So here's the thing: rations are not expensive, but it's just something I would like you guys to keep track of because if you're in an area where you don't have access to buying rations, that's when it actually comes into play.
We're going hunting, boys.
Yeah.
So
Don't we have a magic fishing pool now too?
Yeah,
we do.
I'm a pescatarian.
Yeah, sounds.
Should we
Vote
just
on
say
the
that?
old Norwegian diet.
So we need to
Fish and fish and fish.
Yeah.
go shopping.
To be fair,
I guess.
that puts me at 4 fishing poles in total right now.
You have a lot of goals.
We have-
Dang. Let's go. Let's go fishing right now.
So
What?
here's what I think we'll do. Is shopping happening? Are you buying anything other than rations?
And water.
I would say
Yeah,
Can't
I
you
mean-
melt snow. There's streams. Is there like water purification technology? I guess
I
you
mean,
can
you
boil it.
You can also, yeah, you can do like what people historically did to purify water, but
If water's not purified, then the turtle's dead. So
here's what we'll do. Let's take a break. If you guys want to do shopping, you can. But otherwise, I'm just gonna move forward with saying it's on the trip to Icewind Dale or something, and we'll sort of work our way through there. Sound good?
Ports and Starfall.
Okay.
Taking a break.
We're taking a break, right?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
buying rations.
And some flint. Oh no, we got enough fire starters in our group.
I can make fire starters. It takes an hour. I
Well,
made
how are we
5.
gonna make a fire on ice? Fireball. Just kidding.
Fireball. I'm 7.
I just gotta melt the ice. Melt the snow.
Think-
Just boiling water right there. What do you need a pot for? To piss in?
Firebolt's like lowest fire thing. You can just. I think most of us all got like tinder boxes when we started to part of our adventure kit or whatever, our explorer pack.
Threw mine away.
Order. I have one. We can use Flinty's like hut thing. Sleeping.
Yep. I got plenty of crystal beads. Actually, maybe I should get more crystal beads.
We have like
I'll get 20 crystal beads.
safe housing, even if it's like in the middle of a blizzard, it will be good.
So I don't know how much crystal beads are supposed to be, because this sheet says they're really cheap, but the other sheet, it's like 200 gold. Maybe I'll just go with the cheap price.
Yes.
Materials. The big
Matt-
materials sheet.
Yeah, it says 0.5 GP each, so I'm just gonna go with that.
Fantasy Costco price checks. Price matches, sorry.
Okay. So I have 20 crystal beads. That's enough for 20 law rests, I hope.
I have 11 rations for what it's worth.
I bought 15, so I have 15.
I have 13. I'm probably gonna buy 10 more.
Alright, I'll be back.
Okay.
What's our rations?
I think they're about 10.
How many rations do I have, actually? Which one's the weight and which one's the quantity? Is it the rate that's the quantity?
I think left is
Left.
quantity, white is rate.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I'll get one more.
What are you buying?
Rations.
Oh.
A water skin, how much water does that hold?
Yeah, I mean, let's just say enough for like a day, probably, just to keep it simple.
Oh. 4 pints of liquid.
Wait, are we going to? Can I still go to Fantasy Costco before we go?
Yeah, you can. You're shopping at Fantasy Costco right now. Oh, sorry. Did you want that? Hold on.
No, I wanted to buy something else that I was like thinking about, but didn't know I wanted.
So I need to get 20.
Hey, Josie.
Water skins.
Yes.
Josie, can I
Yes.
say for the sake of time, that during the break, Isarya went to go custom make that little pendant or that necklace she wanted in Karst.
Can you remind
That
me
would
of that
kind
again?
of. So I wanted her, or she wanted to get like a little necklace with the vial, like a steel vial or a silver vial that held whatever was left of Kiabdor's blood.
I remember now. Yeah. We'll definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Because I wanted it magically enchanted too, but nobody in Brazil did that, so I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Just
What did
gonna
you want
say
it
that when she
enchanted
went
with?
back. I just didn't want it to, whatever was in there, I didn't want it to dry out or to,
Okay. Sure.
you know.
So
So I don't know how much you'd want that to go for.
The Basil twins can. I mean, that's not like. I just want to be very clear. You wouldn't be able to like. So it's not like an. Is it like an unending vial of blood, or is it just like it's just like a
No,
very good
it's just
preserved-
holding whatever. Yeah, just
Okay.
holding whatever I have for it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's too much. Like maybe like 150. I don't know. So, yeah, 150.
Okay.
Let's do that. Yeah.
Cool. Necklace that I have that Jarius drew for my character. Alright, I'll be right back.
Isn't there like two? Don't you have like 2 necklaces though?
Yes, but I'm only wearing the dragon one.
Josie, I can't recall for things that are labeled as like 2 silver. Are we actually taking that price, or are we putting out 1 GP, or?
I mean, I just because I don't want to handle subdivisions. If you're only buying 1, then yeah, but otherwise it's just gonna like just buy a multiple of it up to 1 gold basically. Because also at this point, 1 gold doesn't really mean anything to you guys.
After the confusion of platinum, I just want to verify.
Yes, so I
100
checked,
gold
I
to,
checked this.
or I mean 100 silver to 1 gold, or 1,000. Say again. 10 silver to 1 gold.
Yeah, platinum.
Silver, 10
Yeah,
silver,
yep.
gold,
Yep.
100 gold.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why Platinum was different for 5e. It just messed me up. It was the only one that had a different conversion.
Sorry, 10 gold for 1 plat or 100 gold for 1 plat?
100 gold for 1 plat.
I have literally no idea why that was the only one that had a different conversion. It doesn't make any sense, but...
I want to buy 5 empty jars with lids.
Okay, sounds good.
How much would that cost?
5 gold.
Wow, did I...
Probably not that much. Like, probably just 1 gold amongst all of those.
Okay.
We're at a weird state where you guys have just so much money that, like, and a lot of things only cost 1 gold. So...
Can I sell off stuff?
Yes.
Can I sell my half plate that I had? Not my plus one, but my old one.
How much does it cost? Because base is just half. Okay, so... Wow, base? Okay, yeah, so 325.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, that's not right. 375.
Maths.
Yeah.
Is what I got, mate.
Yeah, totally.
So we have full armor.
Yes, unless you lose it. Gameplay-wise, you would have to be making some constitution checks. If you were, like, bad hold, pretty much. And failing one of those would also result in a level of exhaustion due to frostbite.
I guess I want to stock up on... We're still in Brazil, right?
You are, I guess, it's just... You can adventure between the towns you know at this point. I'm giving you as much time as you need to move forward.
I guess I'd like to buy 10 of those greater healing potions.
Sure.
They're 50 gold each, right? So
Yep. So that's 500 total, yep. I believe I now have shared the list for how much healing potions heal for. Yeah, it's in the rules folder, or if not, its own loose leaf, but all the values for healing potions are in there.
Where's it at? Oh, I'm in the wrong one.
Also, that should be 44 plus 4, not plus 2. There we go.
Where'd you put it at?
There's a folder called rules.
There is?
If not, then it's just called healing potions, but in any case, I can tell you the values, because I have them now, and I don't have to look it up every single time.
Yeah, I know I have it. I was looking. So on the link that you gave us for the drive folder,
Is there a possibility it isn't shared out?
there's no folders in the drive folder link that you sent.
Oh! Wrong place! No, in Roll20, there is a folder called Rules. Sorry.
Oh, rip.
Rare healing potions are 44 plus 4.
Yes.
Can I buy supreme healing potions?
Yes, I should have written down the price for that. Those prices should be in the drive, I think.
Cool.
Think?
Where at in the drive?
Right? Okay.
The,
Can you read those off to me, and I'll just write them down on this list so I don't have to keep referencing it.
Yes. You look over.
I know potions of healing are 50 GP.
And the greater healing ones are 50 if we buy them from that one place, right?
Right, yes.
I closed it.
You fool.
Greater...
You've doomed us all.
Potion? No. Oh, wait, it's not on this one.
No, I see them. I see them. Okay, potions of healing. DMPG, 50. Greater healing, 300. Superior healing 750, supreme healing 1500. Okay, so yeah, they get pretty expensive, but you guys have money now, so you can deal with that. But you can buy greater healing potions from Alchemy Steely for 50. Here's your money sink. Here's your money sink. All right, there we go. That list is now updated with price.
Priced. Okay. I guess I'm gonna buy 4 of the supreme ones.
All right. Hey, 10d4 plus 20 is a lot. Like, the plus 20 itself is already ridiculous.
God, that's still crazy, man.
Well, you need to spend your money on something. I gave you all 57,000.
So to kill those said vampires,
Yes.
does holy water like burn them, or?
Well, Odin, I gave you like a lore dump. You can ask your friend Odin.
Odin? Is the vampire, does holy water hurt the vampire? I want to get some if it does. Just in case we run into something he's turned already.
Yes, vampires don't like holy water very much.
Okay, is there anything else?
Casually pulls up wall of text I gave.
No, I'm weighing my options here, because what if one day I decide to become a vampire and I don't want to die? I think it was just holy water, though. And garlic bread. I hear bad guys don't like garlic bread.
Okay, I want to be explicitly clear, you were told nothing about garlic bread from the person you saw.
No.
I like how it's not even just garlic, it's garlic bread specifically.
It's specifically garlic bread.
Made into bread.
Yeah, it's garlic bread.
It's a garlic bread. If you don't like garlic bread, then you might be a vampire. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Them's the rules, alright?
Y'all are gonna be killing me.
If you don't like garlic bread, you're a pos. It's as simple as that.
Yes.
Jeez!
Alright, so I'm going to buy some holy water. Like
Totally.
10 bottles.
Yeah! Your bag's all jingling and sloshy. That's like gotta be a good amount of water, right? And I guess in a pinch you could drink it if you needed to. But what holy water tastes like? In a magical world. I'm pretty sure in our world it just tastes like sweat from people dipping their fingers and
dead
faces in there. Yeah.
Gross. You guys are disgusting. Oh, and sun. I don't like sun very much. Surprise, surprise.
Right.
I hope you have that text dump saved somewhere, because, it's, probably useful to have.
I have it saved until you delete it on me, and then I won't have it saved.
Save it in your computer somewhere.
Totally. By the way, if you want, you can put it. You can put it in the DMB chat if you want. But I'll just pin it so it's easy to find in our DMs.
Isarya. Back here.
Yeah, I'm here.
How many attunement items do you have? There's Josie too. If there's an item that requires attunement and it says buy a spellcaster,
It's 3.
You have to. Okay. Does that mean you have to? Like, I wouldn't be able to wear that or use that.
You're a warlock now.
Well, okay. If I was just a barbarian, I wouldn't be able to use it.
No, strictly speaking, no.
So you have to be able to cast spells in some form.
What are you looking at?
Wand of fireballs.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like in lore, if you have no familiar with spells, I don't know how you would activate a wand.
I was trying to think if I wanted to like buy something fire related to take the ice. Aside from all the obvious fire stuff I have already, seems like way overkill. But
Watch me take you into a volcano instead, and all of your fire prep is for nothing.
people love that. Curveball.
Who would have known? No, there's actually an active volcano underneath Starfell. Whoa! Surprise! Haha, fire elementals. Nah, I have something much more interesting planned than that. Anybody else buying anything, or should we move on?
Yes, I wanted to buy something.
Oh,
So I wanted to buy the dragon scale mail.
oh, that's real fancy.
Yeah. And I want to buy the silver ones.
Yep, silver dragon scale mail. I don't actually know if that's different than the other kinds, but it looks.
It has resistances depending on what dragon. So silver should have cold resistance.
I see. Okay. Let me just drag that into your. Oh, that was the other note-keeping thing I forgot. In your character sheets, there should be a new button up at the top next to the advantage or disadvantage thing. There's a thing that says public and 2GM. You can now whisper your rolls to me. If you click 2GM and roll, it'll send me a private roll, which I think is going to be really cool for certain checks where only you are the one who notices things. Because then you don't have to roll publicly.
Wait, how do you do it?
Do you see where you select if you have advantage or disadvantage?
Oh yeah, nice.
Next to it, there's a new button that says public or 2GM. And it's exactly what it sounds like. If you have the 2GM selected, it's rolls only to me. So I just got 2 rolls from Ganondorf and Wheelie that nobody else should have seen.
Accurate.
Does anyone know what my rolls say?
Wait, how do you do it?
No.
Oh, okay. It
Right
works.
above inspiration, there's a button called public and a button called 2GM. Your roll will go directly to just Josie if you
Oh, I
have
see.
2GM.
Oh.
Literal game changer right there. Mhm.
Yeah, I think this will be really nice, because then for, like, perception rolls, I can actually start just, like, giving information to the ones who actually notice it, and then you'll have to tell each other what you saw. This is, like, actually a game changer. Okay, so you just get a +1 to AC, but, like, what is the default AC? I guess it depends on the armor? How does this work? Someone explain to me how Dragon Scale Mail works. Eragon, you're wearing leather armor. Okay, so I
plus
you know
1
what?
to AC now.
Let's just make it simple. Yeah, so your AC is going to be 15, and you have resistance to cold damage. Just mark that down somewhere.
What's the base for scale mail?
It doesn't
Usually the
have
scale mail is
one.
+1 scale mail.
Right.
It sounds like.
That makes sense, doesn't it?
Wait, let me see. Hold on.
So if you look up the scale mail and see what the AC modifier is for it.
That does make sense. Because it's a type of scale mail. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay, scale mail.
Has an AC of 14.
So it's
So it'll-
14 plus your dex modifier.
Yeah, 14 plus dex plus 1. So for you, that'll be 18? Huh?
What's my dex modifier?
Plus
Can I
3.
buy one of those too?
It says max 2 though for the Dex modifier.
Oh, okay. So then 17, which is still a lot.
I mean, I have 19. I mean, I have 19 armor class, so.
I'm a squishy boy when I'm not transformed. Okay, I need this.
So go ahead and make your AC 17. You should just be able to change it directly. Yes, you can buy your own. I believe that was Galadriel, right? As long as you have proficiency in medium armor, I think that's what it needs.
Yes, I do.
Yes. Okay. As long as you have proficiency in medium armor, then you can wear it with no downside.
Puggers.
Okay.
So with that custom AC though, too, you have to remember to change it when you level up because it likes to wipe it out.
Yes, it does. So just remember that. But it's very easy because it's 14 plus Dex plus 1. So I guess actually Galadriel, it doesn't change your armor class unless you already changed it.
I have
But
not changed it.
Okay, because it would also give you 17, regardless, and you already have 17 AC.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, I have a half plate on already.
Oh, okay.
See,
Wait, so would mine be 16 then?
What are you wearing? It depends on what you're wearing, I think.
I'm only wearing. I'm wearing the Cloak of Protection, which gives me a +1. So does it change? Does armor class change every time I level up?
So okay, armor class is calculated. So no armor is 10, and then in general, and it's a little confusing, but I think light armor just straight up adds your Dex modifier to it on top of any bonuses granted by the light armor itself, right? So if a light armor's base is like 11, then you add your Dex on top of that. I think medium armor is up to 2 Dex, I guess. It sounds like. And then heavy armor, you don't get. I don't think you're supposed to get any bonuses. So for you, Isarya, the armor you're wearing is.
I don't have armor.
Oh, because you have unarmored defense as well, right?
So it's 13 plus my Dex, which is 1. Yeah.
Right.
Plus the 1. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Okay. What weapon do you want it to be?
I'm not so sure because it doesn't really specify the restrictions. Really, the weapon.
Then that means there's no restrictions. That means it can be like a short sword of death or a crossbow of death.
No, go watch your own TV. Get out of here. Quiet.
I'll make it a rapier.
Okay. Go ahead and deduct the appropriate amount of gold. Do you need help adding that to your inventory, or can you type it up yourself?
Yeah, I need help adding it.
Shut the fuck up.
One day I will make you learn how to do this yourselves.
Change yours.
Oh, so it's just a normal rapier then, with the extra description.
Yes, it's they cannot heal until the end of my turn.
Mm-hmm.
If it hits them.
Yes. Okay. Can I just add it to your normal rapier, or do you want a separate one?
Oh, sorry. Yes, add it. Add it to my rapier already, so.
Okay. Can I show you how to do it instead of adding it for you, so you can do it yourselves?
Oh, you already have a half?
Teach a man how to fish?
I mean, sure, I'm using pop-up, so.
Yeah, just still hop. No, I you don't have to click and drag. On pop-up, go to your rapier, and there should be a cog that appears next to the attack.
I see it.
I mean, I guess in this case, you would just type the description in, but... But yeah, in here you can change all the other aspects of it. So the rapier actually, it should be using dex, not strength. Right? Or is it versatile?
It's a finesse weapon.
Oh, finesse can use strength or dex. Yeah, I forgot. Okay, yep.
So how do I change it to dex?
You click on the strength, and you can select which modifier it uses. So don't forget to change the attack as well, because both attack and damage are affected.
Look up. go to like.
You might need to change your other ones too, because I think you were using strength before, because strength was higher than your dex, but now your dex.
Oh.
Make it like the.
Yeah. So you might have to do that. And then you can just type rapier of certain death, and then just put the description in there. So that whenever you click rapier of certain death, it'll output the description to the attack window in the. But now you know how to add your own weapons, because you can click and drag, but you can also just like type your own stuff basically, and I just trust that you're doing it correctly.
But he wants you to have your input into it too.
Oh my gosh, I'm looking at some of these, and it's like, you have plus 10 to attack, which is disgusting. I know your dex is plus 5 now, which is insane, but that's just gross.
Don't look at my character sheet.
Oh, no. And you guys are only level 9. I guess this is normal around this level.
Plus 12.
Plus 12?
Yeah.
You have 7 Wait, what? Why is your strength 7?
That's my strength. I bought that belt of the fire giant.
I didn't read what it did.
Sure didn't.
What the heck? Your strength changes to 25?
I'm gonna clap the shit out of some cheeks. Yo.
Oh my gosh.
Can't wait to crit. It's gonna be so much fun.
Ganondorf's strength is 25, guys. What the heck? He has plus 7. That's insane. Oh my gosh.
Up here, looking at my character. I put on a belt like that's my strength.
Are we done shopping?
Oh yeah, I'm just changing.
Yeah. I hear silences, yes. Alright, well, if no one protests, then we'll move on. But you guys finish your shopping, and you set out from Brasilia. And so, what may be of solace, and I think, Galadriel, you're sort of familiar with the surroundings you're following upwards, but, you are heading pretty much, like, straight north up the main roads, and then beyond that, you're gonna have to go so we're on the main, like, map now, right? So I'm just adding in Starfell, Skyfall, Starfell. Okay. So I think probably to okay, there we go. I think to a lot of people's relief, the trip there is relatively uneventful, and like you find yourselves. Once you get closer to Icewind Dale, the snow really picks up, and it gets noticeably cold. But you guys are just camped in these caravans, right? And I think maybe after the 5th or 6th day of traveling is when you really get to the mountains proper, and you start veering off of the road that's there, established, and just sort of into a wagon-made trail. You get the feeling that not many people travel this way, but Ben... at least the way he's navigating gives you confidence that he knows what he's doing. And on one particular night, this is now your 6th day, and we'll deduct rations at the very end of this, but on your 6th day of travel, you guys are huddled up inside the caravan. The wind is just like beating up against like the leather covering, and if you're sitting up against it, it's actually just like it left you guys with some nasty bruises, I would imagine. But you hear the wheels slow to a halt. And, Ben peeks his head in and says, "Hey, the snow's picking up real bad. We're probably gonna have to find a stopping point for tonight. Journey will be a little delayed, but honestly, you guys should be fine. The animals here can sense your strength, and honestly, I'm glad you're here for this, because could have been a different story with wolves prowling around. But other than that, like, nothing crazy really happens. Your journey is delayed, though, so it does end up taking 8 days instead of under a week. So that's gonna be, I guess, what, 8 times rations? So I guess Pog's not here. We don't have, but it's up to you if you want
You're
to.
going in and out.
Is that just me talking badly? Because I don't even have voice meter on right now. Okay, then that's just me talking like a dummy. So deduct your rations. If Pog is with you, that's going to be 64 total.
Odin, did you ever get a list, like, add up how many we all have? That way you can have a total amount?
Or we just do it from our inventories? I don't know, I
Deduct
have
them?
some in mind.
I ate all my cup noodles.
Odin, hello?
So you guys want to stack all of it together? I was just gonna. My thought was I was just gonna remind you guys to eat.
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, I have rations in my bag. I only have 7 left now. Feels bad.
I bought some extras if we need them.
That night when you... Oh, sorry, continue.
I brought some extras as well, but not enough for like everybody for every day.
It's okay, we can fish and hunt.
Yeah.
The night you were stopped, Galadriel, in the middle of the night when the storm sort of slowed down, you just kind of... You walk out just a little distance, just sort of stretch your legs, because it's been a long journey. And you sort of meet up with Ben, who's just staring off into the distance. And you're under the cover of darkness now, but with your elven dark vision, you can see, and he just sort of points towards the distance, and you see those guys over there? And you look across, and maybe a good distance out, maybe like, I don't know, 100 meters. It's very faint, even with your dark vision, but you can see there's just like pairs of eyes of hungry wolves that are just like staring at you, but they don't really show any malicious intent. And since you're experienced, right, like you understand, the animals around here can, to a certain degree, read your intents, right, and read your strength. It's how they judge if they should go after a prey, and depending how desperate they are, they might attack you, but it would seem that the wildlife surrounding this area, they're cautious about you. Which, I'm telling you that is mostly flavor, but maybe it'll be relevant in the future. But I feel like, since we're in a survival leg, I hope that as a ranger, you can feel like your unique class specializations can, like, do stuff. Because that's what you, and Eragon too, that's what you guys are good at. Yeah, but that gives you confidence. Like, I mean, you already knew, but seeing that in person is just like, the trip there will be safe. So, along the way, along this journey, which, by the way, if you guys want to do something during these 8 days, you totally can let me know, because 8 days is a long time. During this journey, you and Ben get to talking, and around the time the scenery transitions from just plain lands to snowy valleys and hills, and I imagine, like, you guys are sitting near the front now, just sort of navigating together, and just catching up. And he says, "Hey, there's... Do you remember the... You're talking about Adriana, and I think he asks you, like, what happened the last time you saw her. And this is the setting, Galadriel. you are sent back to the day you fled, the day you were discovered. Against your better judgment, Adriana convinced you to go delving in the Starfell mine. She seemed very excited about something. And so, you and Adriana, you find yourselves in this ice-covered mine. At this point, it's been long abandoned. When you were when you were here initially, right, it was a big source of export and revenue. Recall that there was star metal from these mines, and also there's a little bit of history about the naming of this town, but I'm not going to get into that. But at this point, the mines have been dried up and mostly abandoned. And Adriana, against your better judgment, convinced you to sort of go spelunking because she had something really exciting to show you. So, tell me about Adriana a little bit.
She is very busy, venturous, and would very, very selfless. So she would do anything for anybody, but she definitely likes to get into some mischief a time or few.
Definitely. Adventurous, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would even say, like, and not to write your backstory for you, but, like, would, like, wanderlust be an appropriate adjective? Or, yeah. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, it's a small town, like, wanting to see the world, right? And there's always bigger things out there. But you guys are in the first level of these mines, right? And she just kind of keeps egging you on to go forward with her. And you end up at just a dead end. And she looks very proud of herself, and she turns around, and she says, are you ready to have your mind blown?
Yeah.
She walks up to this wall. That's funny. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, Jarius. I'll give you that. She walks up to this wall, and you see her place her finger along some indent. And as she traces out some what look like runes, she's following the line on this wall, and initially you just thought it was just like random cracks and crevices, but they end up becoming a series of what looks like a language that you don't quite understand. And she gets to the end of it. It's like maybe an eight letter long, eight character long string, right? And when she's done, you see her take a step back, and then like Harry Potter platform, whatever it was, like was it 4.5 or something? But like very
9 3/4.
9 3/4. I like how I just I don't know. But she just runs straight for the wall, and you think she's just like being really stupid because she's just running into a wall, but she just goes through it. What do you do?
I'm going to run up to the wall and say, Adriana, and it's solid, and
it's solid.
You hear me? Well, it's a wall. I can't go through it, but like
it's not solid. You actually do go through it. Yes, you do go through it. Maybe you miss. You run to the wrong spot and it hurts. Your nose bleeds a little bit. But you reorient yourselves, and you, instead of running, you just sort of gingerly feel around for a gap. And you find yourselves in a long tunnel. A very long tunnel, and it's completely dark, except for the very end. And she's up ahead, and she's calling out for you. And as you catch up, you see something pretty incredible. When you came into this mine, you were multiple hundreds of feet below Earth. But on the other side, and as far as you can tell, you didn't go up. Right? You didn't ascend or anything. It was just like if anything, the tunnel was descending. But you look up. Sorry, I got a ping from. Oh, that's something. You look up, and there is the sky, which doesn't really make sense. But it's not the sky you're familiar with. The stars don't line up with the cosmos that you've become so attuned with for your navigation. And there, you are surrounded by this incredibly dense. Well, you're sort of on top of like these trees that cover this incredibly dense forest. You can, you feel like warm steam rising up from the grounds below, and you can't even see through the leaves. That's how dense it is. And you see Adriana just jump forward and land on top of these trees and sort of bounce. And she's like, "Come on!"
I'm just gonna look over, very hesitant, and jump.
And you jump, and almost like poetically, a flock of birds you've never seen before in your life, like sort of fly around you as you dive through their path, and you just sort of like land gracefully next to Adriana, and she motions you to walk forward. You walk up to the edge of this dense foliage, and you look down, and there's this huge, sprawling ecosystem, which you have no idea why this is in the mines, how it got there, but it's massive, and none of it makes any sense from where you are. And she looks over and she smiles really. She's like, "Pretty cool, huh? I found this on accident. But and she points over, and you actually look towards what you would best call the center of this area. There's just like a pit, and it's a very, very deep pit. You can't see the bottom of it. In fact, as you get closer, just to get a better angle of this, it goes down for miles and miles and miles. You don't see the bottom of this pit. This is incredible, right? Like, this was hiding underneath our noses this entire time. Rest assured, you will all get actual images of this very soon. Adriana says, "I want to get to the bottom."
What? Down there?
I want to find out what's down there. Yeah.
Have you even tried? Like, how far did you get? Do you know how deep it is?
No. That's the best part. And Galadriel, you feel this draw as well. It's strange, you can't explain it, but there is something that calls you to this abyss. Of course, you didn't accept the calling, knowing what happens next. But Adriana invites you to escape this shitty town, to go on adventures together. But you, as you know, you had responsibilities elsewhere. There was a shipment that was due that was really important, that night, that fateful night. And so you had to decline. Adriana was obviously disappointed. And, but she couldn't help herself, and she says, "Listen, I'll probably be seeing you in a couple of days once I figure out what's going on down there, but if not, I'll meet you at the bottom."
Okay. I will see you then. I'd rather you not go down and just wait for me to get done with my duties, and then we can check it out together.
You just better finish whatever you got planned real soon.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I'll be back.
And that was the last thing you ever said. Ben tells you that, the day of the chaos, the day of the escape, was the day that Adriana disappeared. And I mean, some would say it's fate that we met at the time we did, but I was really hoping you would come along for this because about half a year ago, found this at my doorstep. And he hands you a letter. It's been unsealed. And he hands you a little trinket alongside it. But the letter, you open it up, and sure as day, it's her handwriting. It says, "Meet you at the bottom soon." And in your hand is a white whistle. It's rather intricately carved. You don't really know what it... I mean, it's a white whistle, so you know, like, it does what whistles do, but you don't really know what the significance of this is. But you're on... Ben's just saying, this... She's still out there. Somewhere. When you left, I went down there to try looking for myself, but I guess you wouldn't know this, but there's some really, really crazy things.
What is that?
And maybe at this point some of you other guys are awake now, but Ben starts to talk to you about this abyss that's present in your town. As it turns out, Adriana was not the only one that knew about this place. It was a very closely guarded secret, for reasons unknown to me. On the one hand, yes, there is some star metal in there, that the miners just haven't for obvious reasons, but there's something else down there. Some kind of power or riches, or I don't know, but there's something in there that draws you towards it. And it is... the allure is very strong. I know you're only here to get star metal.
Yeah, I guess so.
But I feel like you'd want to know what happened to Adrian too.
Yeah, I would like to know. I didn't know she stayed gone this long.
The thing is, time is weird in the Abyss.
What do you mean?
Ben begins to tell you about structure of the Abyss. And you get the impression that he explored a little bit of it, but a lot of it he learned from other people that have delved and braved its depths. So the first thing is that it seems like the deeper you go, the slower time moves for you. What feels like 2 weeks can end up being 2 months, or years, depending how far down you go. The other thing that's real funky about the Abyss is that even though it feels like it's part of the prime, I guess he wouldn't know what the primordial plane is, but the way he talks about it, even though it feels like it's a part of this planet, it seems to be in a realm of its own. And as such, a lot of things don't make sense. He tells you about an inverted forest where the waterfalls flow upwards and the trees grow upside down. He tells you about this great chasm that there's already a pit in the center of this, but like this area, this layer essentially is like just a large sheer stone cliff. He talks to you about, you know, that was the furthest he went, but from what he says, it is fantastical and completely nonsensical and very dangerous. When I talked with a couple of other people who went down there, they talked about this thing called the strains of descent. Whenever you go deeper, the Abyss, I don't know how to explain this, it attacks your body. It starts with just nausea, but I've heard some awful things. People are saying that in the 4th layer you start bleeding out of every orifice in your body. And the very few that have heard about layers below that talk about how after the 5th layer, you just can't come back. Adriana means a lot to me, and I'm sure she means a lot to you.
Yeah, she does. Has anybody seen her that have been down there?
Yes.
Do they know what layer she's on? Or do you think that she's below layer 5 where she can't come up?
She has gone beyond the 5th layer.
Oh,
That
no.
much they're certain of. But that whistle, from what these people say, belongs to her. And that's her handwriting. She's still alive out there. I refuse to believe she's dead.
When did you find this letter?
This letter specifically was about 4 months ago. I know a lot can change within 4 months, but if what they say about time in the Abyss is true, then it cannot have been that long for her.
Right. Well, let me talk to my team and let's see if we can get some bar.
And
Us?
hey, wake up, you louts.
Hello?
Daybreak is coming. I know this Adriana doesn't mean anything to you, but from what it sounds like...
Who's Adriana?
Exactly. From what it sounds like, because you are all adventurers, if it's any motivation, there's probably something worth your time at the bottom of the Abyss. I'm not gonna promise and say it's a mountain of gold, or some power you can absorb that multiplies your strength 500-fold. But the few of us that go down there, we find things, powerful artifacts. And those are just the superficial layers.
Are they made of steel?
No, they're not.
I'm not interested.
I don't know if we could spend that long in there. I mean, we need to get the star medal and go.
You do need star medal regardless, right?
But if we go down there for a day and it's like 6 months passes, then I might be too late to save the world, you know?
What is this about saving the world?
You know, the apocalypse.
What apocalypse?
You know, demons coming from the sky from like earlier.
That's true, that did happen, but I thought that was just... Anyways.
Oh no, much worse.
The point is, regardless, you're going to have to go down there a little bit. Because the mines are all dried up. That much I can assure you of.
Alright.
It wouldn't hurt to check it out. We'll just have to manage our time. What do you guys say? Will you help me find my best friend?
Nah.
Too much work, honestly. Like, what is this?
Wow!
We're joking. I mean, I'm joking. I don't know about Flinty over here, but I'm joking.
He's short.
Alright, in any case, that's the information you're left with.
What's up? Jump in. I'm raring to go.
Right, so... Here's what the situation is, and I think during this time, Ben also tells you about how the town's progressed. So... Some years after the mines dried up, Galadriel, but this was also after you fled, who was... So you talked about this, like, subjugating force. I would imagine they, like, installed a leader, right? Tell me about this antagonist in your life. Describe them to me.
Yeah, it is, another tribe, and they are trying to take over all of the land, and,
You're doing great. It's not bad, Galadriel. What?
And they had a huge army with them, and the leader already took over 2 of the tribes, and there's only a few more left. So, they must have moved on to take over another tribe, but I don't see them leave anybody here.
Oh, they didn't leave anybody here. I'm cool with that. I just wanted to, like, because this is your story.
I don't see anybody, so I'm guessing that if they did leave people behind, then our town's people, or our tribe, fended, them off.
Who was left here in charge? If anyone.
That's a good question.
When you fled, who was the person in charge?
I don't know, my uncle?
Yeah, uncle.
Uncle Drill.
I don't even have names. I'm not good at this.
No, listen, they don't have to be special names, right? So I'm just giving you the framework, is that this subjugating force probably left somebody in charge of this town at some point before you fled.
Prince Zuko.
They left Prince Zuko.
Alright, yep, his name is Prince Zuko. There you go.
Oh my god!
His first name is Prince. I want to be very clear. That's not his title. That's his literal name. His first name is Prince.
Yes.
All right. Prince Zuko. Excellent. Not too long after you left, a lot of these assholes moved on because the mines dried up, but Prince Zuko took a couple of people in his retinue and they went down there as well. I'm telling you, there is something that draws these people to this abyss. I've heard that the town is mostly independent now, unbothered, since, well, most of them don't have a reason to come back to this, but if he's down there with Adriana, I just hope you guys can get to her first.
Me too.
And also, whatever they're looking for, stop them from finding that. Anyways, looks like we're here. You pull up to Starfell now. Your entire caravan troop. At this point, horses are just like, they're kind of, well, they're well behaved, but it's also cold and it bothers them. So Ben sort of unhitches the horses and guides them to one of the nearby stables to get taken care of. And to the rest of you, he says, I guess this is Starfell. If you looking to warm up, we've got some hot springs. Other than that, I can show you where I live, and whenever you're ready or if you need information, Galadriel knows where to find me.
How about a tavern?
Yes, we have one of those. It's not the most impressive one, but if you need food and a place to stay, it'll work.
Can you point us in the direction? Tavern Inn's a combo.
Do you see the building that has the big number 4 on it? It's weird they painted it on the roof.
That is very strange. It's got like some kind of districts or something. Alright, yep. I'm gonna go over there.
I would suggest you all get some resting. If going down's your goal, then to get ready for that. And, keep your winter clothes, but like I said, things are weird down there. So just about the teleportation circle, I think you need to spend like half a year doing that daily or something to create a permanent circle. I'm pretty sure that's something that needs to happen.
Yeah.
No. This is not a big town by any stretch of the imagination. And also, I mean, kind of DM BS, but I would like to force you guys into a survival situation.
No, we can just TP back. Fuck it.
Exactly. If you can't TP back, then you can't just like, oh, I forgot to buy this thing.
Does this local market sell scrolls of teleportation?
No. Absolutely not. They sell basic stuff.
Alright.
And if you'd... I know a couple of people that have been pretty deep down. If you want me to connect you with them, I can do that too.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, definitely. We would like to talk to them so we can get some more information.
Alright. He sets up a meeting with this Delver. But is there anything anybody wants to do before...
Buy more rations.
Okay. I think that makes sense. They definitely sell rations here. Food is something that they sell.
I'm gonna get like 8 rations.
Same.
Yeah, okay, I think I do have to say this. They're not gonna have, like, an infinite supply like Costco, because they are a small town. I think that... I mean, you can sleep multiple nights and wait, but I think daily, I'm gonna have to put a cap on how much rations they have total. Let's say...
What about
30.
supplies to make our own food?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course.
Does Ben or Galadriel, do you know if there's any type of animals we can hunt in the mines?
I didn't see any when we were down there a long time ago, but there was a lot.
You saw those birds.
There's some birds.
You gather that there's wildlife, because it's just like a full-fledged ecosystem. And if there are birds, there are probably other things.
Yeah, I mean, we really didn't get to go all the way to the forest and adventure, but I'm sure there's some type of wildlife: snakes, squirrels, rabbits.
I'm
Okay.
good. Everyone else is good.
Let's do Odin's tavern thing first, and then we can go to the mines.
Oh no, is Odin gonna buy this tavern again? Alright, Odin, what is it you want to do?
I want to buy this tavern.
Okay, God.
Did you buy a house first?
Does this place have the same rules as Kars?
Don't make me take it over again.
Here's the deal. You can rent a house or buy a house, but it's you just don't burn down the bar.
Oh God.
I cannot burn down a bar.
Whatever Galadriel says is canon.
So I have to buy a house in Starfell to purchase
As long as you don't burn down the bar.
Okay.
Yeah, I said that wrong the first time.
We can, just because trying to keep this moving, I don't think we have to RP the entire interaction of Odin purchasing yet another bar.
I want to hear what he says.
Does somebody want to roleplay the bar owner for me? Let's do this. Let's throw it out. Let's give the DM a break.
Oh, okay.
You wanna be the bar owner? Jarius?
Dynasty, describe the bar owner.
I have no idea.
It could just be a normal person. They don't have to be unique.
Do they have to be just like... I don't know.
I can be a bar owner. Fuck it.
Yeah, just a normal townsperson.
Okay, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Isarya and or rather, Guided and Jarius are co-owners of this tavern. All right, Odin, you walk in and you see. What are each of you doing right now?
I'm currently counting the money, so.
Okay. Yes. Excellent.
I'm glaring at one of the patrons in the far corner that's getting a little rowdy, and I'm pulling up my sleeves and getting ready, and picking up my skirts and getting ready to walk over there and start getting mad.
Hey, I ordered my food like 20 minutes ago. Hello? Can I get some service here?
How about you shut up and accept the service?
You get your service
another bar.
You get your service when you start paying.
I paid for my food. I'm a patron of this bar. I want my damn food.
Did you pay? Because my pockets are a little empty right now.
What are you? I just gave money to that server like 20 minutes ago, and the server he just looked over. He's like, Odin, you walk in.
How busy is this bar?
It's a small town already, so like it's not really a bar either. It's like a tavern.
Like a tavern?
Yeah.
That means if it's a small town, this place is fucking swamped.
True.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess that's how it would work. Yeah.
What do you want?
Who are you?
No, you.
It's okay, I can't talk either.
You gotta pay or something?
For me?
Would you like
Yeah.
service?
Yeah,
What do you guys serve?
Hey, I was here first.
food.
Excuse me.
Who are you?
Did serve me first, not him? Hello?
Who do you think you are? Why do you get to go first?
Why do you get? Guys, I was here for like 20 minutes.
Really?
Yes.
What did you order?
I ordered the house special. They told me they were serving leek and potato gumbo, and I want my breadsticks. I've been sitting here. I've been gnawing on this like piece of hardtack, just trying to fill some sustenance into my body.
Is that garlic bread?
What is garlic bread?
I just roll my eyes. Is this guy giving you trouble?
I mean, we have like cold soup that I can just throw at him, so.
How about this? I'll take care of him, and I'll take his cold soup.
You're still
I'm
gonna.
gonna grab the guy by the ear and drag him out of the bar and throw him out.
Okay, roll strength real quick. That's a save. That's fine. Chaboy rolled a 19.
Oof.
He shoves off of you.
So you rip his ear off instead.
No, that's no.
I'm just saying that if you're gonna take the soup, you still gotta pay it, so.
And I paid for it.
But did you?
Yes. I don't even know who you are. What is going on?
I'm gonna stab him.
That was quick. With an axe. You stab him with an axe?
Okay, stab might be the wrong word.
You do a little more than just stab.
We'll just go with yeah, I'll stab him with the end of my axe. So basically bludgeoning.
Yes. With a 23, you still manage to somehow stab this man. With the handle of your axe. I don't know how, but you do. But Mr. and Mrs. Tavern Owner, you've got to... This is what it feels like to be me every time Odin does this.
You know that's not legal here. If you want to stab people, you do it inside the mines, so.
In the mines, you say?
Yeah.
That's where you throw all your trash?
Well, technically it's where we get most of our trash, so.
Gotcha. Do you guys get much business from the people from the mines?
Well, yeah, we're like the only ones who like serving food, so.
100% everybody has fled because this is like, gosh.
Hey, stop playing. You still gotta pay for your meals.
I like these guys. So you guys run a tight ship here. You guys looking to take on another owner?
That depends on how.
Partner with you.
Well, hold on. So let me talk with my. How much can we scam out of this guy?
You know, I knew these extra pockets in his dress would come in handy.
These characters are evolving before my very eyes. Wow.
I don't know. He doesn't seem like we could pull the wool over his eyes.
Yeah, he didn't do enough.
All right, dude. He was willing to get rid of the problem.
Yeah, well, we're kind of losing customers, so. I
you haven't seen anything yet.
I prefer if he stabbed him somewhere, like away from the end, so. We're thinking of.
Well,
Odin,
can't change that now.
Odin, go ahead and roll persuasion. Listen, I'm just prepping you for when you DM your one shots. All right.
I'm scared. I'm gonna.
You are both
So
persuaded.
scared.
You are both persuaded.
It's just one guy who got stabbed, so it's only for today that some people are fleeing.
I mean, they don't have anywhere else to get their food and drink, so they gotta come back, right?
Yeah, and
Make an example out of for the rest of them.
Exactly, and I think it'll be easier to collect money out of them in the long run.
what do you think?
Begin your negotiation.
What do you think? 5K?
I like this.
Can we scam this guy for 5K or something like that, or
Nah, I don't think we can scam him.
Yeah, 6K. Yeah, 6K sounds better.
What do you guys making a good night?
We're like the only town here. We're like the only inn here, so and because the mine's we get some good money from those adventures and the customers and shipments.
Yeah. So I mean, I would say they make objectively less than the haystack. Again, your business ownership is going to be just an abstract concept that I'll figure out, but maybe it'll just be like every time you finish a chapter you get money. I don't know. I'll figure it out eventually.
I'll give you 2,500 for 1/3 ownership.
2,500.
And I won't scare away any more of your patrons.
You gotta specify units here.
Gold.
Okay.
2,500 gold. Copper pieces. No. 2,500 gold.
That was it. So, actually roll persuasion, so.
Okay. I guess he's rolling persuasion again. It's a little harder than that.
That seems a little small, don't you think? Wouldn't you agree?
Well, I haven't really seen your guys' financials yet, so.
I'm talking to Isarya, so.
Or whoever Isarya is in this moment.
I feel like there could be a little bit more. You look like a well-seasoned traveler.
Yeah. Yeah, you have some, you must have had some, reputation, so. Maybe 35. 3,500.
Deal. I'll do it. I'm gonna toss him my bag at 3,500 gold coins.
Yeah, I feel like it's less suave than that, because unless you just have a bag specifically with 3,500 coins, but sure.
Alright. I
Listen,
dump
I
it
won't
out
belabor it.
like a bag of cereal, and then I'll just slowly 1 coin, 2 coin, 3.
Significantly worse. Okay. Well, write that down somewhere. What's the name of this tavern?
Fuck off.
I love it. Yes, perfect.
Alright,
I like it.
It's the FUQKOFF Tavern.
Oh, that's a good one.
Alright, there you go.
Oh, meat. Yes, I like that.
Alright, that's canon now. I'd very much like to know why it's called that, but, that was good. That was good. Are you guys meeting up with this Delver?
Should.
Yeah.
I'll rejoin the team.
Alright.
Nighttime, isn't it?
When you arrived, it was like daytime.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah. So like mid-afternoon. This was the one guy who didn't like immediately run when Odin just killed a person. Actually, he was in the corner. He's actually just like eating his, ironically, his leek and potato gumbo. But you can hear him mutter, like, when the body sort of slurps off your handle, and you actually kind of have to pull him off, because it's not really designed for stabbing. You can kind of hear him, you know, like, mutter, he's like, got it coming. I didn't see anything else happening. That was exactly what was gonna happen. Anyways, Ben walks in shortly after, and he's like, whoa, that's, it's a dead body. Yep. Anyways, guys, this is the person I was talking about as he
Hey, Ben, you gonna pay?
Wait, I'm not staying. Sorry about that, Mr. Krabs.
Okay. Well, one gold. If you're staying, one gold per minute, Ben.
Alright, fine. I'm going. He's over there. I'll be seeing you. Alright, you guys seat yourself. Or, it's kind of weird because it's like really only seating for one person. But, you guys just sort of walk up to this guy who's, got graying hair. But he has like these nice lean muscles. They're not toned, but I guess sort of just like based on his age, they may have just sort of shrunken and gotten leaner, because he's advanced in years. He, what does he sound like? So, you were the dashing young ones interested in the abyss, no?
That's us.
You got any wheels of steel?
What do you want to know?
Still talking. That was you having fun.
Are you smarter than a hamster?
Maybe not. But has this hamster been down to the abyss?
Humphrey?
Shakes his head.
Well.
So how deep have you gone?
I have been as far as... What was that?
Giggity?
I wrote down the whole thing.
Shows he just lost a little bit more of his youth. So
No,
nice.
I got it.
Session is over. Good night.
No, lassie, that was Thursday. Now, I've been as far as the surface of the 5th layer, the layer they call the Sea of Corpses.
Oh,
Down there is real weird, but let me tell you about... Okay, I see, I understand. He didn't want to, he did not enjoy that.
I don't know why my Discord just keeps closing.
Let me tell you about the layers of this. The first layer is the one that everyone has been to. I'm sure you're well familiar with it, Galadriel. That's just the mines, plain and simple. Nothing weird there, except for some maybe minor nausea. I don't know what my accent is, it's jumping all over the place. Second layer, now that's where things get crazy. Second layer, now this thing which you were told about, the strains of descent. Whenever you go further down, you'll come across its symptoms, and they vary in severity, and... Bagosh! The deeper down, the worse they get. Second layer. Let me pull this up real quick, because I have notes about this. Alright. Alright. So, second layer of the mines. you'll start running into some heavy nausea. Hope you've got strong stomachs, because if you don't, you'll be sure to lose your lunch as soon as you get down there. Headaches very common, and in some cases, your limbs go numb. Start losing feelings in your fingers. If you've ever had hypothermia, very much like that. Very much like that. Very painful. Would not recommend. Third layer of the mines. Here's where things get difficult. Nausea and vertigo gets worse. You start losing orientation of what's up and what's down. And in the third layer, that's pretty important, because the third layer is just a straight shaft. You also start experiencing some hallucinations. For a lot of people, they say these are hallucinations from the past. For a few, they swear it's some from the future. Me, myself, what I saw was my old wife being ripped from my very arms. Did not want to relive that again. And the fourth layer, at this point, hope you've got a good supply of blood, because you're going to start losing it rapidly. Pain will rack your entire body. And out of your eyes, ears, mouth, your other holes, start feeling the trickling of blood. Beyond that, and I've only been to the surface of the fifth layer before it got too much, but by the time I got back out, almost a couple of weeks have passed, and I swore I've only been in there 2 days. Actually, that's false. It takes way longer than that to get there, but the point is, time gets weird. Fifth layer of the mines. Complete sensory deprivation, confusion, self-harming behavior, more hallucinations. Here, they feel very real. You'll start to lose sense of what's real and from what's not real, and a lot of people have died down there, getting lost in these images, illusions. A lot of them walk straight to their deaths. A lot of them end up killing themselves. I'd say be prepared, but thankfully, you're not alone on this one. Now, I noticed there, Lassie, you've got a white whistle on you.
Yes.
Recognize that one. Belongs to Adriana.
You know Adriana?
She's a legend among the Stellars.
Really? What for?
For the things that she's done. Those white whistles, I don't know where. Let me backtrack. In the Abyss, there are very few that are awarded these whistles. We don't know where from, but we just call them white whistles.
Who are they?
Other than Adriana, there are 2 I've known of, and only 1 I've met. The first being Ozin, powerhouse of a woman. They say she's as strong as thousands of men. Can't even believe to imagine what that is, but I've met her. She is an interesting one, blunt if anything. Second one goes by the name of Druid. Haven't met him personally, but from what I hear, you do your best to stay away from him. You'll probably meet them as you go further down.
Is Prince Zuko a white whistle?
Ah, Prince Zuko. You know, the last I saw of that pompous bastard, it was making his way back down the deepest layer, the 7th layer. Of course, I didn't follow past the 5th, because at that point, they say you can't come back. As far as I can tell, if he has a white whistle, then it would be somewhere down there, but I haven't the narrowest clue.
Do you know where we can find star metal?
Star metal! That's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Back when I was still adventuring, they still had some sources in the 5th layer. I bet you at this point those are all gone. You might have to go a little deeper, but getting back's gonna be a little tricky.
How deep?
At least the 6.
How many layers are there in total?
They say 7.
Happens on the 6th and 7th layers, if you know.
No idea. Only ones who have been down there are Adriana and Druid, as far as I'm aware. I'm sure others have been past, but
Prince Zuko.
Prince Zuko as well. Correct. Bondru's the only one that's come up from the 6th layer.
Did you say how?
These are only rumors, but from white whistles, they might as well be truth.
Mm.
What were like the scariest things in each layer?
Repeat that question? Sorry.
The scariest things in each layer.
Scariest things in each layer. I'd say, for you crew, you'll probably be fine until you get to around the 4th layer. Beyond the effects of the strains of descent, reminder that is bleeding and hemorrhage, as well as vertigo and nausea. Beyond that, there's some prickly sort of beast down there. It's got some nasty poison. You lot look strong. I would highly recommend you do not engage. Now, of course, fauna does get a little crazy in every layer of the abyss, but it only gets more dangerous the deeper you go. A lot of folks like to roam around the 2nd layer on account of it being more superficial. Things are dangerous, but for you it should be no problem.
Have you seen any giant animals or beasts?
Oh, plenty of giant animals. 2nd layer, you'll find... I know what they look like. How do I describe them? Well, so they're... Hold on, I need to pull up a picture of this, because I don't know how to describe this with my words. Every layer's got its behemoths. You'll find no shortage of large beasts down there. First large thing you'll probably run into is what we call corpse weepers. Look like some weird freakish mix of a bird and ferret. They've got these blood-red wings and tails, and fearsome predators. What they'll do is that they'll mimic the sounds of the prey they recently hunted. Screams of terror and help to draw others in. If you hear voices in the 2nd layer, I keep a lookout.
Why?
Weepers?
Could be one of these corpse weepers.
Oh.
Truth be told, I think the strongest thing you'll find within the first 4 layers is going to be Odin herself, if you ever get the chance of meeting.
Who?
Odin. She's the strong woman that's very blunt.
Ah.
Oh, and you there, Miss Sorcerer. I see that glint in your eyes. Teleportation magic don't work down there.
Why?
No idea. Just doesn't.
Maybe it has something to do with the star metal.
For all the star metal that gets mined, where does it go?
These days, who knows? The mines, as far as we're aware, have dried up a long time ago.
So
if
no
any
one's...
if any star metal does come out, it's very secretive. I haven't seen a look of it in a long, long time. As for the teleportation magic, well, call me superstitious, but they say once the Abyss takes something, it doesn't give it back. And perhaps by merely being down there, refuses to let you leave.
Well, I say that we head to the mines then.
How do you deal with all that hemorrhaging?
You get used to it.
You get used to it?
something you gotta do if you want to be an adventurer of the abyss.
Huh. Is there any water down there?
Oh, yes, plenty.
Okay, food,
Well,
things
as long
to
as you're not
hunt.
hunting.
Alright.
Do we need any last minute things before we go down?
Yeah, you've been here for quite a while. Pay up. 10 gold.
Just put it on my tab.
Question, will my hamster be okay? Will my egg be okay?
Who's to say, lassie? Your hamster might have to experience the strains of descent as well.
Your hamster's gonna die.
Do you experience anything if I put them in? Oh, he's a living thing. I can't put him in the bag of holding. But then again, so is my egg.
Maybe we need a babysitter up here.
Mm,
For a price.
We could always use
No.
him as a canary.
a canary?
You know, canary in the coal mine.
Very morbid joke. I appreciate it, but no one else did.
Wait, I'm googling. I don't know what it means.
So
Oh,
use
really?
canaries and mines to detect what was it? Sulfur? It's basically
Oh,
Some kind of carbon dioxide?
Yeah, carbon dioxide maybe. That's what it was.
I think monoxide, right?
Canary would die before the people would, and when the canary died, that was your cue to get the hell out.
Oh no!
Sorry.
No!
I was thinking maybe
Yeah,
like a steel ball for him to roll.
Humphrey did not appreciate that joke. Just want to be...
He'd have like a little armored cage for him to roll around in. Like pet armor, don't they?
Would it reassure you that, like, unless you mishandle it, Humphrey will not die?
Okay.
It'll hurt, but he just won't die.
I'll get Humphrey some
Dude.
staff plate.
Can we get Humphrey like that ball thing from Overwatch?
Hammond? Maybe. Not directly from here. I don't think they would have any of that kind of technology or things made for hamsters, honestly.
Food for thought.
We go back to Brazil.
Yeah, exactly.
Can we
Get him like a
teleport there now?
small...
Okay.
Can we not
Next
teleport
time.
there now?
Alright.
You
As long
can
as-
teleport back, but unless you have a way to teleport back here, you'd have to make the entire journey again, which would kind of suck.
Look at
Oh,
that.
is
there-
Go to the fancy Costco, buy a scroll of teleportation, and then since we've been here, we know what it looks like.
Fair point.
Yeah, but is there like a Costco here?
No,
But there'd be a Costco at Brazili though.
that's true. There would be a Costco at Brazili.
So, I mean, we could do a quick trip.
How do you get to Brazili, though?
Don't we have a teleport from Isarya?
Yeah, it doesn't.
She needs a circle,
Brazil-
though, I think. Right?
Teleportation circle. Yeah.
Oh, she can just draw it, right? I forgot. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, okay. Do you guys want to do that?
Give him a
I'm
ball?
cool with it. I just don't want to, like, roleplay the entire thing of, like, okay, you draw this circle, and you all get on there, and then you go to Brazili, and then you go to Costco. Like, you can just say that you do that.
I'm just gonna stay here.
I'm also gonna say that, like,
Humphrey
there's
won't
definitely
die, so
Yeah, Humphrey won't die, and also it'll probably take time for them to make the Hammond ball from Overwatch.
Okay, next time.
Next time.
On Dragon Ball
I'll
Z.
get him I'll get him a Hammond ball.
Alright.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do before heading down?
No.
I want to ask the guy, does he know how to get back up? Like, how do you get back up from these floors?
Just climb.
Oh wow, that's really.
Hope we've got lots of rope.
Oh, shit.
We can fly, right? Like.
Yes, you can, if that's a thing you can do. I'm a little jealous, I'll be honest.
Some people, you know, in those layers that flew, when they, you know, go to
The
heaven
only
and
thing I'd
stuff
be
like
careful
that.
of is that if you're flying down and you experience the strains of descent, you might not land so soft.
Wait, so we could just fly all the way to the bottom. Straight shot. Takes 5 minutes. I don't know.
I would not recommend doing that. You'll find out once you're there.
No, I'm scared.
Regardless, it'll take way longer than 5 minutes to get to the bottom. Even if you just jump straight.
Oh.
Well, our healer better be back tomorrow. I'm just saying.
Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to place your tokens in the first layer. But, let's change up the music here. Let's change it to something more. Well, this is still fine, I think. So Galadriel, you actually lead them pretty well through the initial levels of the mine, because at this point it is just the mines. Oh, Pog's not here, so I'm gonna get him out of here. After a certain point, though, here, we can actually use this function. Can everybody whisper me a Constitution saving throw?
Did it work?
It did work. I'm just, like, looking at the numbers, and I'm like, some of you didn't do too well.
Nope. Definitely not.
See my.
I don't know. I mean, mine's pretty good.
Definitely gonna puke.
I'm
a lot.
going.
I need
My
one more,
contact decided to come out of my eyeball.
Oh no!
Your what?
My contact.
Oh.
Oh no!
Just had to put my glasses on.
Anyways.
Okay, wait. Constitution saving throw?
Yes, Constitution saving throw. Dang, you have 5? Oh, okay, wow, okay. Okay. Here's what happens. You guys descend down, like, a pre-made ladder, right? And as soon as you land, on this layer, a couple of you start feeling pretty sick. Wheelie and Flinty, both of you take 4 points of poison damage as you throw up a little bit in your mouth. You swallow it down, but it doesn't feel too good.
Ugh.
And there's some other things associated with that, but you'll find that as you go on. But you feel a little dizzy. Everybody, by the way, everybody feels this. It's just you two were the ones who were, like, actually viscerally affected by it. So everybody feels this dizziness and nausea, but it hits Wheelie and Flinty particularly hard.
Are y'all okay?
No, definitely not. I can't believe this is only the second.
This is the first layer.
Oh my gosh. Wait, we weren't supposed to.
It's begun!
We weren't supposed to feel nausea till the second layer.
Mom always told me not to eat too many cup noodles.
In any case, the other thing that happens is that around this bend, you hear some, like, muffled snarling and, like, eating sounds. What do you do?
I bet you it's a corpse weaver.
This is the first layer.
I like to whistle, like I'm whistling for a dog. Here, boy.
I'm not ready my rapier.
I'm just myself.
Just in case.
I'm gonna hide behind Odin.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. You don't have to do secret rolls anymore, but man, that's fun. You whistle, and this snarling stops, and then you hear some, like, heavy footsteps and ice cracking and snow crunching beneath it that grow closer towards your location. What do you do?
Oops, I fucked up.
I'm gonna continue hiding behind Odin.
Can I
Hiding
have,
behind Eragon?
if you're hiding, you make some stealth checks for me.
Is it dark in here?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to.
Which pretty much only you can't see, because you're the only human in the group.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, Isarya can't see either.
I'd like to light up my lantern so I can see around.
Okay, so I guess Odin just sort of walks forward, just freaking confidently. Alright, this is what happens. And we'll leave off of this because it's getting late. So Eragon and Isarya, Isarya, in the dark, you sort of, like, get scuffle a little bit, and you end up running into Eragon, and both of you actually, like, push out further beyond Odin, and then, like, just kind of, like, end up within line of sight of now what you can clearly see, a very large Yeti. Which, maybe to your... what's the word? Relief, is not a monster you haven't seen or heard of before. But it is still a Yeti, and it's very angry and very hungry looking.
Oh, God.
So, here's what we're gonna do.
Can I throw Mark's head at him real quick?
You still have that?
Dark vision?
I do.
Thankfully, you can see now with Odin's lantern. Okay, you take out the head, and you throw it at the Yeti, and he just kind of scrunches, and then, like, roars at you. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's roll initiative, and we'll leave it off at that.
Oh my god.
We'll start back up with this.
This is only the first layer.
Prepare yourself, Humphrey.
Jeez.
Remember to click on your token.
Oh, yeah.
Mostly as a reminder for myself, but...
That was good. I definitely didn't.
Wheelie's in there twice. How did that happen?
Wait, what?
No, never mind. I can just leave the first one. I don't know why you're in there twice.
Jojo.
Yes?
We know approximately, by looking at this thing, how much it might weigh.
What are you thinking?
I'm trying to see how hard I can suplex this thing into the ice.
I think you'll just have to save that strength check for tomorrow, and we'll find out, because that sounds pretty good.
I just realized that I sent my rolls to you.
That's fine. That's not a big deal, because it still shows up on the initiative tracker. Yes.
He only has an initiative of 2.
Yeah, he didn't... He didn't...
Back off when you do the roll. It doesn't just...
Didn't roll too hot. Yeah.
There are 2 of them? What the fuck?
No, I misclicked. Don't worry about that.
Oh.
Initiative.
Oh, good. 2.1. Smoke him before I can do anything.
Okay, well, when we leave off, and I guess I'll roll Poggin, because he says he's going to be here tomorrow, thankfully, and then we can retcon the gift. We can retcon the gift giving.
Yay!
We'll leave off with that. Welcome to the Abyss. As I said, or hinted at, this is heavily derived from the manga/anime Made in Abyss. You are more than welcome, if you're curious, to watch or read it. I will say, it is, like, pretty dark. So, just, if you're not good with that, then I guess don't. But it's... In my opinion, the animated version is more compelling than the manga, having, like, watched and read both now. But it gets pretty heavy, and I would like to elicit some tears from you guys at some point during this arc. But in any case, we'll save that for when we get there. Yeah, have a good night, guys. Welcome back, and I'll see you all tomorrow.
Thank you, Josie.
Yes, good
Thank
night,
you.
guys.
Thank you.
Night.
Bye.